then, and he helped to save the woman's family, while the other two
committed
helped.
what we call murder.
While they killed the bandits. Later it was found out that those bandits were called the Black Brick Brothers, and they were wanted by the city, and they had a bounty on their heads that equaled about 180 gold pieces for the three of them. Right? So the guards were like, hey, you just killed them, so you get this bounty. It's going to take us a few days to get it together, so stay in the local inn for free, and we'll come get you when things are ready. They said, great. That was the end of this first session. The second session, Spartacus decides that he wants to go downstairs to the tavern, and he wants to stir up some trouble. Not necessarily stir up some trouble, but he wants to do something. He comes down and he meets, it's a half-orc, right? Yeah, he meets this half-orc that's sitting there, and now I should tell, okay, maybe we should put a quick pause. So Spartacus you're a gnome, right?
I am a gnome.
Yeah, so gnomes are like 3.5 feet tall.
Yep.
Right, as you can imagine.
Checks out.
Half-orcs are like 7 feet tall, or more. Right? So if you can just imagine this big, green-skinned, you're scarred, right? What's your physical appearance as, can you remind me?
Basically just big, no scars.
Okay.
Hasn't really seen combat, technically. But he's got this long, knotted beard. Now my character doesn't have a name, so people just call him Beard. That's the whole thing. That's literally it.
That's
Beard.
cool.
No description to him. You're welcome.
Alright.
Use your imagination.
Mysterious.
So there we go. Okay. Yeah, so if you can just imagine this huge, green-skinned, mangled beard of a half-orc sitting there at the tavern drinking his fill of the local beverages, and this little gnome just comes and hops on the stool next to him and says, hey, I want to hire you, right? And the half-orc is like, all right, why not? Right? So then they talk to the tavern keeper and they say, hey, do you know of anything that we can do around here? Like any? And he's like, well, some of the locals have been having rat issues. And they're like, all right, sure, why not? So they go off to go and find these rat issues, and they find one of the houses, and the locals say, yeah, down in the basement, it's been really bad. And they're like, all right, we'll go take care of this. They go downstairs, and it's these rats that are like the size of a, what did we decide? It was like a husky or something.
It was the size of me and the size of a dog.
Yeah.
So you're the size of a dog? I am also the size of a dog.
So they were giant rats, and they had about a dozen or more of them. So to fast forward a little bit, they went tunneling through the little caverns that the rats had made, and so that they didn't get lost, they took a sack of flour with them, cut a small hole in it, dragged it along behind them. I'm like, all right, that works. Right, and they come to basically where the nest is, right, which is kind of just this open cavern a little bit. And they're fighting them, and suddenly one of them has the idea, I'm going to throw the flour. Well, oh yeah, does he have the idea and you throw the flour? Yeah, so Beard takes the flour and he throws it on Spartacus's command, and shoots it. And come to find out, flour makes a really good explosive. I did not know this.
Yeah, it's highly
It's
flammable.
true. It is.
It's like actual in real life.
Yeah.
Legitimate.
Yeah, flour, the mills explode every now and again. And
Yeah, which I'm just going to tell you 100% I knew the entire time.
Did you?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
I
shoot,
did.
let's take that long and hope it's a bomb.
And so, yeah, no, they took out three-fourths the rats in nothing flat. So that was fine. So then they finish off the one rat that was, actually, I think it was like one rat left, and it was very badly injured. So they just quickly took that one out, and then, like, you guys knocked out a rat and tried
Yeah,
to take it as a
we
prisoner.
Took a rat as a prisoner. Well, we took 2 rats as a prisoner. One died during interrogation. We got the second one.
The rats can speak.
I can speak 2 rats. It turns
well-
out.
Okay, the gnomes can speak to animals.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sort of.
They can.
Sort of.
Wait, is that the gnome part or the wizard part?
It's his
It's the
gnome.
gnome part.
Because I have the ability to speak to
Yeah,
animals.
my
It's
mom
one of
was a
my-
Yeah, you have an
my
actual
father
spell,
was a
right?
wizard.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had both.
See, you can speak to animals way better than he can, right? His is just basically he
Can't we
grew up
all
around
speak
squirrels
to
and other small animals, and so he can make chirping and squeaking noises at them
I'd
and,
like to hear
and
some of those.
be able to relay.
It's. I
simple
believe
ideas.
it's like the same as any Disney princess. Yeah, but I haven't seen Beard or that rat since then, so I assume you're both training in like a 10 times gravity chamber to get stronger for this.
So that was session 2, and I also skipped over a whole bunch of where they're intimidating the locals into giving them money. Like I said,
That was the real adventure.
and then we come to session 3. Session 3 was something.
Awesome.
So basically, we go and the bailiff, who is the leader of the town, is like you can think of him as like the mayor or something.
Okay.
The bailiff reaches out to them and says, "Okay, I have the money together. Come." And so they do. They come and take and they get their reward. And the bailiff says, "Thank you for taking care of the Black Brick Brothers. They've been harassing us for months, and we haven't been able to stop them or track them. However, they took something from us, and we were hoping that it was on their bodies, and it wasn't, unfortunately. They took something from us, and we need it back. So he says, I'm asking you to go and find this item, this artifact, and bring it back to us."
Okay.
And they say, okay, well, we can do that. And he says, I have Atala here, who's Heather's character. Atala has been tracking them for a few months. She has a good idea where their hideout is, but she's always lost them and doesn't know why.
Question.
Yes.
I missed the part. Whose hideout?
The Black Brick Brothers. Yeah, that's not an easy thing to say. Try saying that 5 times flat.
Have we met the Black Brick Brothers? Or these are new people?
Those are the-
They're dead.
They're the bandits we killed the first
Oh,
time.
okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
in session 1, those are the guys that were killed.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, Atala has been tracking them for a few months. Can't get a hold of them, right? The reason being that I had to introduce her in some way, so that's her. So anyway, so they go out, and they're ambushed by giant spiders. And these spiders are like the size of a horse. So when I say giant spiders, I mean
Real big.
big.
Solid.
And very nearly were they actually just straight up killed by the spiders. That one was kind of my bad, I will admit. I forgot that they were all level 1 characters. So I threw 3 giant spiders at them, and thankfully you all survived.
But
But,
finding in the fiction, that's why we bring in outside help. Like,
But-
we're done.
But like Taylor's character, you know, spider attacks him and he immediately down. Poisoned, paralyzed, you know, he can't do anything.
Okay.
After a few minutes,
I killed one, get knocked unconscious.
and he's knocked unconscious.
Who is your
poisoned,
character?
paralyzed.
How do you tie in?
So I'm a dwarf, that's an urchin, and I joined the Thieves Guild, and then I betrayed them and left, so I'm on the run. And I ran into this town and found word.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is your the third one was your first time playing?
No, this is my third.
Oh, so you've been okay. Okay.
Yeah. I
So,
think
yeah.
everyone's joining my band of merry men. I thought that's what
Yeah.
the plot was.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
That's all work,
Atala, and then
Regrettably.
Logan. Did one other person drop, or
Nope.
no?
Both of them almost did. They
Yeah,
were
you both
one
were
hit.
like on the cusp of dying.
I beat all the spiders and everyone was really impressed.
What do you mean? You were about to run away.
I didn't even roll and he's like, hey, you killed all of them. They
That's
all
not true.
died because the plot demands you live.
Anyway, so they take a short rest in order to heal a little bit and hopefully not
And we
die.
hauled the dragon
In order to
body
overcome
into a
the
ditch.
paralysis of the venom and such. Then they go and then they travel for a few hours, and Atala's like, okay, somewhere here, I lose them around here every time. I don't know where they go, right? So they do some search around, they find some tracks that lead for a little bit and then just stop,
Okay.
which is odd. So they're looking around, and finally they find that there is actually a hidden contraption in the tree. Pull on the branch, and this elevator type thing comes out of the tree above them. They all climb into that, go back up, and they find that there's like this giant tree house in the treetop. And so they go searching around in like these little huts that are in this tree house, and they find bedrooms and gold and spoils of all kinds, and they find the gem that they're looking for in a trapped hidden location. Excuse me. So they have their thing, and they're like, all right, we're gonna head out because they feel like they've done everything. Now, Logan, remind me your character's name.
Radgrid.
Radgrid, that's right. Radgrid told everyone, he's like, you know what? This is not a place that we should just leave around. Because what if someone comes and takes it and finds it? So he says, let's burn it down. And everyone's like, you know what? That's not a great idea. And Radgrid's like, no, this is a great idea. Two of them just leave. They're like, you know what? Do what you want. We have what we came for. We're leaving.
There was a huge store of alcohol up here too, by the way.
Oh yeah, in the kitchen there was a huge store of alcohol because they're bandits and have tons of
Okay.
drinking problems. So
Sure.
Radgrid goes and grabs a container of alcohol,
with you.
and he makes a trail from the kitchen over to where the elevator type thing
I always
is.
pictured your character hauling
And-
a bag. Hard.
And Spartacus is like, no, you're stupid, don't do this. And finally decides, you know what, I'm just going to shoot the bottle out of his hand. But he does so with Firebolt.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm a forest wizard. I'm not an alcohol wizard. I don't know these things.
So he shoots the container with alcohol in it and creates an explosion, nearly killing Radgrid. Radgrid is unconscious because of the explosion.
The second time in one day.
And the second time within like 2 hours.
If you ever see the movie Concussion, it was about him.
That explosion also lit the trail of alcohol, or the fuse that he was creating, back to the kitchen. The two characters down on the ground hear the explosion of the bottle and are like, "Oh no, that's not good." They hurry back up and they're like, "What's going on here?" And they see Radgrid on fire, unconscious, and this trail of alcohol going back to the kitchen.
Okay.
And so they quickly shove a healing potion in Radgrid's mouth, wake him up, and they're like, "Oh man, that really sucks." And they're all just kind of arguing on what to do, and I'm like, you know what? And I set a timer on my phone for 1 minute. I say, you guys have 1 minute before that store blows up. And they're all like, we're leaving, we're getting out of here. So they hurry and hop in the elevator. They're going down when it blows up, catching the ropes on fire and dropping the elevator about 20 feet. They all take fall damage from that. But relatively they're all okay. Only the issue is that now the forest is on fire. So they just start running. And I mean, booking it as fast as they can. And I don't know if you know, but forest fires are really fast. I mean, they burn stupid fast.
Yeah.
So they're running. Spartacus casts jump on everybody, so that because they can jump farther with that spell than they can run. So they cover about half a mile or a quarter of a mile in about a minute, doing all this jumping. But I mean, the fire is still catching up to them, and what was Taylor's character,
No.
Nasildor.
thank you, Nasildor, who is a
It's like this little size.
I just know it was Nas for short.
No,
It's
that's
Isildur.
it.
Nazindor.
Nazintor, yeah.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
Mizuntor, okay? We love it.
So his character, non-religious, he knows like deities exist and everyone knows it, but he doesn't pledge himself to one deity.
Okay.
You know, but he pulls out this gem that he had found, and he's a dragonborn rogue. He pulls out this gem, and he's like, "Listen, I don't know if you can do anything, but if you can, you better do it now, right? Because I mean, they can feel the heat coming after them, right?" And he holds it up after saying this, Hail Mary of a prayer, basically. And suddenly, the purplish glow that's coming off of it gets brighter and brighter, and suddenly everyone has to cover their eyes. It's so bright.
No. Hey, do you guys want to see a different kind of miracle? This carrot is shaped like a cheetah. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I'm so glad that we. Cool.
So we met the unnamed goddess, we call her.
Carrot.
No one calls her that.
Carrot.
She has a name.
Well,
She told you her name.
Well,
Eldip.
Eldip,
Elda.
Sir to
Eldaf.
you. Wait, what is it?
the
Eldaf.
unnamed goddess.
Eldaf. I was wrong.
So, right when they open their eyes, they're in a forest, but the forest is very white. Right, the trees that they're surrounded by are all white, and just the whole landscaping is just a very white glow. And they look up and they see this woman that's standing there that's giving off a purplish glow, and she introduces herself as Eldaf. And she introduces herself as the goddess of life and nature. She tells them that the stone that they found was a gift to the people of that realm in order to stop a certain evil hundreds of thousands of years ago. And she called the stone the Protector. And she called this group of misfits the protectors of the Protector. And she says that there's a storm coming. There will be a time where the Protector won't be able to do its job anymore, right? And so to be weary and cautious and do what they feel is right in those situations.
Okay.
Then they wake up. It's now nighttime, and there's no
You did.
singe.
Why are you playing with us, Daniel?
Because I have stuff to do, alright.
Yeah. So do
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right.
So they wake up middle of the night, and there's no sign of fire anywhere. No trees are singed. There's just the forest is no longer on fire. They're in the same spot they were. Nothing's been burned. They go back to the town. They go to the bailiff and say, "All right, we have the thing that you're looking for." And he says, "Great, can I have it?" And they say no. And he's like, "Well, why?" And they say, respectively, "We're not supposed to give it to you." And he says, "Are you sure?" And they say, "Yes, Eldaf told us." And he says, "Wait, you spoke with Eldaf?" And he turns to his, you guys didn't ask this, but it's the court wizard that was in the green robes, which is kind of like his right-hand man.
That was
Goes-
his wife. What?
I thought she was his wife.
I was confused exactly.
Rumors.
His wife
Rumors are
gets
going.
around.
What level is this wizard? Can we take him?
Not gonna answer that. So he turns to the
That's
court
attack.
wizard and he says, "Go get the, what did I call him, the Grand Cleric?"
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Says, "Go get the Grand Cleric." And he turns to the party and says, "If you spoke with Eldaf, then we have much to discuss." And that's where we left off.
Okay.
Wow, what a story.
What a story. I'm in.
Poetry, Smith.
So, let's go around and let's do like an official introduction of everyone's characters. And I need to pull you aside for a second to figure out how we want to introduce your character.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
But let's do introductions first, and then I'll pull you aside real quick. Heather, do you want to start?
I'll start. All right. I'm a half elf. My name is Atala Rain, and I used to be a sailor, and then I changed to being a monk, and now I am on these conquests. with these-
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh yeah. Sometimes I wear curtains as robes.
We did do that last time.
She wears robes over robes too.
That too.
Yeah, we don't know how tall she is. She could just be all robe.
What else? I don't know. Jeremy, do you think there's anything else I should mention?
You could give like a physical description of what
Oh,
a doll
alright.
looks like.
Alright, physical description. She has really long brown hair, but it might not be brown.
What?
Just kidding. Last time my curtains I said was colorless. It had, you couldn't tell what color it is. So I'm just joking. Long brown hair and pointed ears.
She's a half elf.
No.
Okay.
I don't know if we mentioned that.
So as a
Do half elves
you
have
look
pointed
more
ears?
They're
She does.
Only one ear is pointed.
One, yeah, the left one is pointed, the right one's normal.
Yeah,
So
so it's
half elves. So elves have very pointy ears.
Right.
Half elves, they're pointed, but they're a lot more rounded.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They're not nearly as pointed.
They're
Got it.
pointy,
Oh,
but
and
they're round.
They're
she
pointed,
has.
but
She's
round.
like more tan. She's like tanner for an elf because usually elves are like fair.
She may or may not be married to the beta.
yeah, that's still
Rumors.
to
Let
be-
me tell
It's
you.
a rumor.
Rumors.
Okay.
Everyone in
That
town
has neither been
thinks she's married
confirmed
to
nor
the-
denied, I suppose.
So
No, it's
my
fine.
character is a mountain dwarf named Radgrid Irian, and he comes from a far off kingdom of dwarves from a very rich family. When they were traveling when he was young, his parents were killed and him and his brother were left in the streets. So they joined different thieving crews until his brother was killed. And there was a betrayal that happened, so Radgrid had to flee and has been on the run for months. Came across this town and met this guy, fortunately, and he hired me for no pay at all because he hasn't paid me yet. And
Sounds right, yeah.
we have gone on these epic adventures. And I'm slightly taller for a dwarf, like 5'4" or something like that. I don't remember. I didn't write it down. And I'm bald with a beard, dark skin, not like black, but like brown. Very reserved. Don't really trust anyone. Don't really like talking.
Radgrid.
Yes, it's my turn then. So kind of got a little bit of a description already. 7 foot, just muscles on muscles, bearded mess. Slow to trust, kind of skeptical, like Radgrid. A little bit of backstory is, as a kiddo, or as a child, as a baby, his tribe of, orc people or half-orc people, they were destroyed, wiped off the face of the map. And some high elves just walking by one day spotted me. Was like, "Yo, dude, we could totally raise this dude and like sell him for money later." And he's like, "Yeah,
How are
that's
these elves?
Slavery.
quality."
Yeah.
So they basically, it wasn't so far like slavery, they just didn't acknowledge Beard as like one of their own. They're like, you're there for a purpose, do it. So he was trained as a bodyguard his entire life, and one day he just got bored and walked off. I'm pretty sure. At that point, should I mention the other thing? Or-
That is completely up to you.
Okay, I won't mention the other thing then.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it. He.
What
has
color?
a-
Oh, sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Oh, you're good. What color?
Is he like green skin, like
Green.
gray skin?
Um,
What type of orc?
Yeah, he's green. Think World of Warcraft orc.
Okay.
Post Blood of Ner'zhul or whatever. You probably have no idea what I'm talking
Wow,
about.
yeah, you know your World of Warcraft.
But no, he's kind of a greater good person, willing to lay down his life, yada yada. He's direct, doesn't like beating around the bush. That's him in a nutshell.
What's his name again?
Beard. He doesn't
Beard,
have a
that's
name,
right.
so
Yeah.
people just call him Beard.
You're a fighter, right?
I am a fighter,
Okay.
yeah.
Do orcs have beards? Can orcs have beards? I guess so.
He's a
Yeah.
half orc. Maybe his
Half-orc.
mom was a beard.
His mom was a beard. Yeah.
So he has a beard from his mom's side. Well, I am Spartacus Flat Top, forest gnome extraordinaire wizard. Ever since turning level 2, people have taken to calling me the Deuce, and yeah, which I think I should insist upon, frankly. Let's see, I have the exact height and weight and musculature of a 3.5-year-old.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm secretly training a rat in my spare time to be a body double, but that probably won't happen. And let's see, what else about me? Oh, I'm putting together a team of fun bodyguards to help me find my friends, because I lost all my friends, as you do. And one other...
Are these gnomes we're looking for?
Yes, all gnomes. Well, mostly all gnomes. You'll know when you see them. Oh, and I'm trying to come up with a better name for our group than the Protector of the Protectors, because I'm worried about being called the PP Party. And that's me.
Should I introduce my character?
Do you want to introduce yourself now, or do you want to go talk and we can, get on with the story, and then you
Sure,
can
let's go
introduce your
talk.
character when...
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know who I am yet.
Okay.
I'm a mystery.
Perfect. I like
Okay.
it.
Walk into a room, there's a mystery there.
Just floating question mark.
And then I'll let you guys figure out
Right,
how we
touch
get
you,
Beard in
sucks.
on this. Because my assumption is Beard's just like back at the tavern or something. So you guys figure out how you get Beard in this. Okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Let's go.
You were
Beard, you're
you
back
were really-
from Snake Road or whatever your training was.
you were like super wasted, so that's why you missed out on this whole adventure.
Yeah.
Or
Beard, I hope you were
supper.
teaching that rat had a shadow box this whole time. You've been teaching it everything you know, raising it as your own child.
Is it up to me to come up with how I'm introduced?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So, I mean, you heard we were just talking to the bailiff last thing, and he said we have a lot to talk about. So,
You know what? I'm gonna go with your idea, just, completely wasted. Probably, like, in a puddle of his own urine somewhere. We'll go with
Classic
that.
Beard.
Classic Beard. Or you could, after that, you like remember him because you've done stuff with him, right? Fought some rats.
Say,
and
my best friend,
Bonded
my
over rat
dearest
killing.
and most piss-stained friend.
So maybe you're like, because you're kind of the leader of this whole band.
Yeah.
Taylor,
you're like,
This is what happens when
I
you
know
show
Taylor's
up.
the one calling all the shots, and you're the one supposedly paying us. Maybe you're like, hey, I met this half-orc, he's pretty cool, we should go pick him up. Then we go find
or
him.
you're like my rat. Yes, my rat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
remember this
you're
whole
like,
time.
Can I come along with you guys? And he's like,
I remember this.
we don't really want you, but
This whole time I have not fed that rat. I wake up with a nightmare realizing it has been like a week.
Where is this rat being kept?
I don't know. I think it's in your backpack still.
Is it still in
So
the...
this is where the
No, I
adventure
thought
ended.
not... Okay.
Because we had 2 rats. One was in your backpack and it died. And we got
Yeah.
another rat and I bet we probably put it in your backpack.
Couldn't we, like, waterboard that guy or
We
something?
waterboarded the first rat.
Oh, okay.
The second rat we took back as evidence. We said, we're not criminals. We tried to show it mercy. We did some good cop, bad cop.
So does the rat run away, or is it still somewhere in possession?
I say it's.
somewhere?
I think it can join the group. What do you think? We can train it. We can rehabilitate it. Teach it.
Well,
that it
but were
doesn't
you
have
so
to
wasted
Be bad.
you lost it?
Maybe they were both.
Sorry, a lot of
wasted.
questions.
I have no idea. Yeah, let's just say,
I thought you were training the rat the whole time.
it's been, like, tied up in the corner of the room I'm renting at the inn or whatever for the past week.
That's good.
Or however
Good.
long you guys went off and did your thing.
oh yeah, or let's say we're coming back into the town with a gem, and you're like, my rat, I forgot to feed it. And you're like, guys, we have to go, and we're all against it, but you pull us into this tavern to go find him, and you
And
find
then-
the rat, and then you're like, oh yeah, half-orc, you should come too.
Well-
And then you come with us to the Beta.
Beard. He has a name.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
he has a
doesn't.
name. And his name
But
is not a name. Well, I want him to act of his own volition. I think, Beard, you can come to us. Although, me and you always have that special
I'll just
friendship.
be in a stupor and say, yeah, sure, not knowing what I agree to.
Right, sounds good. Yeah. Wasted in the tavern.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Solid game.
Oh, we also learned that Ragrid sucks at fighting last time.
Oh, yeah.
lost.
You suck. Are you
You
kidding?
lost
Oh,
every
okay.
Yeah,
And put-
before we went out, I was
Literally
fighting
lost to
taking
every-
bets. Yeah, I literally
Oh my gosh,
rolled like a
bro.
9, lost. Fought again, rolled a 5, lost.
Fought
rolled
me,
again,
lost.
rolled a 1. I lost to him.
But also,
Oh,
you do
terrible.
suck at fighting because what's your Sparty and I were the last ones that.
Hey,
Like,
I never
we're-
killed
we're-
2. I left a spider at like 1 HP and killed another one.
All right.
You
Well,
killed that.
Jeremy, we wandered back to the tavern, and all of a sudden, I remembered. Oh no, my rat! I forgot this whole time about this rat we were supposed to be feeding. And I go and we go to the tavern where Beard's staying with the rat. And although we didn't discuss this, I think they've grown as close as brothers. And he's passed out with various amounts of filth about his person. And we say, come on, Beard, you missed out on being a protector. You missed out on being the sorry, I'm real tempted not to make the joke. Yeah, you missed out on the PT party, but it looks like you've had your own. He said he was passed out in his own pee, was what he
In his
said.
own pee-pee.
Yeah.
He fits right in.
Yeah, we say it's a sign, and we say, come with us.
Am I going to rename this group the PP Squad?
That's not.
No, not at all.
We do the triple P's.
I'm
Because
bored.
the PP people. Well, at some point you guys will need to come up with a name though, because at some point you guys are going to be a group that is going to your fame is going to start spreading. Is how I should put it.
We should probably name ourselves after the one person who remembers the name of the goddess, Nasildor. The Nasildor.
That's awkward because that's not his name, so.
It's not. Yeah. Okay.
Who is
We'll work
Nasildor?
on it.
What's that from?
Taylor.
It's Isildur from Lord of the Rings, and I put an N on it.
That's
Is that really what it is?
Like,
Or
is
is
that
that how-
really
is
Lord
that
of
how
the
you're
Rings?
saying it?
That's just how I say it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to remember all these names.
It is hard.
Yeah. I've been calling her Atla, which is actually Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's the acronym ATLA.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you know.
I've always wondered.
It's a cool nickname.
It's an amazing show.
so good.
It is a good one.
Anyway, so we drag him out of the tavern, and now he's just walking with us. Oh, and he brought the rat.
He did not bring the rat.
Rat.
I'm going to put a cap on it. He did not bring the rat.
The rat is in his room.
The rat is
being
not
treated
going
like a king. I give some
It died because you forgot to
to
feed
the
it, Michael.
innkeeper
It
and
died.
say, keep our special guests happy.
What is this disapproval?
I love it.
Sorry, I mean I don't hate the rat. Let me say that I don't hate the rat. The rat's not going into the temple.
Orsavez is our sixth party member.
But what if it's a holy rat? What if it is the PP?
It's not.
It died because Michael forgot to feed it.
So we all forget.
Rat's not going in the temple.
I
Okay.
have a connection with the temple. I will ban the rat from entering the temple.
Okay. We say leave the rat. We feel
No,
like
no rats allowed in the temple.
Okay.
okay.
So, so I mean, basically, you're sitting there in the presence of the bailiff, and he's like, "All right, so we need to talk." And what? You guys just like walk off to go find the half orc?
Yeah, we
Well,
say
we got him on the way. Because
Okay.
he was like, I have to check my rat. It's so important before we even go to the bailiff. So we pull us
So
aside.
you do have
Yeah,
to walk
because were
past
you
the
in
temple.
the tavern or out of the tavern?
Oh, okay.
I was passed out drunk in the corner of the
Yeah.
tavern. So.
Oh, okay.
we never covered where our dragonborn went, but he gave himself a tattoo during the adventure, so he's probably got like a staph infection. That's probably where
He
he
can give himself a tattoo.
Yeah, it was a heart with an arrow through it. It said, "I'll die."
Alright, I definitely don't remember that.
I
Yeah,
just
he
really
asked
sorry.
Radgrid to give it to him, and Radgrid did his best.
I don't remember that at all.
Stays from the spider.
I don't
poison.
remember either.
Yeah.
I probably dreamed it or something.
Okay.
Noticed it.
Anyway, so we'll just kind of overlook the small anomaly that is the retrieving of Beard.
Well, we could trade it out. Nasildor went to babysit the rat, and Beard came with us.
Okay, let me just say this: who has the stone?
Oh shoot, he had the stone.
I know.
Okay.
You gotta go back and get it from
We
me.
gave the stone to Ragrid.
I like that.
All right.
I have glowy purple stone.
Okay. So, after the whole trading of people and objects and the babysitting of rats,
Sorry, the bailiff. This never happens.
She's like, hold on, I have to go check on a rat. And the bailiff's like, what?
So we're the chosen ones.
Yeah. So anyway, once that's all happened, the doors open up, and a very old man with a very long white beard, long hair, right? Kind of think,
Gandalf?
you could think Gandalf or maybe Dumbledore, right? One of those very old and wise characters.
Wait, is this a very big town? I thought it was kind of small.
I thought it was big.
It's not like
I
a
thought it was small.
it's. So that's a good question.
The size of Salt Lake?
No, definitely, it's definitely not that big. No, in terms of like size, so it's a town where there's constant movement of goods, right? So, and actually, this is a good for you, Christian. So traders and sellers will bring their goods to. They'll bring them to Three Streams by land over carts or
Stream.
mules or donkeys or whatever, right? They typically, and Stream's not really quite big enough to carry goods through, but they'll bring them here and then they'll put them onto a boat and then sail them down the river that is created right at the convergence of the streams. So I mean, there's people constantly coming and going in Three Streams. But because of it, there's also been shops and whatnot that have popped up because some people are like, oh, I will buy some of your goods and sell them to people that come and go here. So,
This is like a trading hub, but not a lot of permanent residents.
yeah, is the best way to put it, right? In terms of residents themselves, there's maybe about 2,000 or so residents, and then the amount of people that come and go is, you know, you see a large overturn of people. So does that kind of help a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then just this town is created around this convergence of the Three Streams. So anyway, yeah. So in walks this old and very wise man. Right? He's not hobbling. He's not weak or frail in any way. But he's old, and with that age comes a lot of wisdom, as you can tell. Right? He walks in and he looks at all of you and he says, "It is good to make your acquaintance. I am Mouser Redwald. Now, if you could all please follow me."
I follow him.
And he turns around and he heads back through the doors of the bailiffs. What did we decide it was? It was like a town hall almost.
You said it was like a.
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah, you lived there, possibly.
You know, I thought it was a room in the tavern this whole time.
Oh, definitely not, no.
I thought that's where this all.
That's why she never caught the Black Brick Brothers.
She's pretty out of it.
To the middle of the forest. Am I in the tavern?
She's like, this is
I think this is the tavern.
I haven't showed up for work in weeks. I thought I was there.
And he takes you over to the temple, which is not too far from from wherever the bailiff is. I'll need to go back and see what we decided. But he takes you into the temple, right? And he informs you that this is kind of a rare occurrence. Not anyone can just come into the temple, right? Because this temple it's dedicated to Eldath and the tree. And so it's a very sacred place and is meant to be a very secure place as well. Because of the, not secrets that it hides, but the importance that it holds. Right? So he takes you in, and when you immediately walk in is this very large domed room, right? And so there's pillars in a circle around, right, holding up the wall, and then just inside is the larger dome. So he takes you into this domed portion, and kind of comes into the circle, and he says, I'm aware that you have spoken with Eldath. You should consider yourselves very fortunate to have spoken with such a high and benevolent deity. before we continue, there's someone that I would like to join in this discussion. If you'll excuse me for a moment. And he walks off. And is there anything you guys talk about during that time, or should we just...
Say, man, I know we said we're gonna put this rat thing behind us, but I really hope we meet someone who can speak to it better than I can. That would sure be helpful.
And why is the guy named Mouser not allowing rats in his temple? It's very
Yeah, that's
basic.
the real question. Yeah, we know.
Or maybe he's a Mouser and he like hunts mice. Maybe that's like his title. He's a Mouser.
Yeah,
I'm not here though, so I'm not part of this conversation.
it's like Ratigan and the Great Mouse Detective. It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I say, Beard, I love what you've done with your mustache.
I don't know how to respond to that. I've literally done nothing.
Well, you've clearly eaten well since we last saw you.
Have you been getting at the shrooms there, Spartacus?
I'm not a high elf, but yeah, thanks.
It's about this time that Mouser returns.
Save us from that.
And he has a, and to his side is a dwarf that stands,
Mid-height.
mid-height for a dwarf.
Maybe someone I can see.
I am 4 feet 6 inches tall. So taller than you.
Shoot.
He introduces this dwarf as Barrick.
Oakenshield is gonna be my name. I decided. It's a better name.
Oakenshield. Okay, Barrick. He introduces him as Barrick Oakenshield.
From the line of Durin?
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Son of Thrain. Son of Thror. Anyway, what does Barrick look like?
Mid-sized dwarf, a little skinnier. He has red hair, long red beard. He has things woven into his beard. He's kind of got looser clothing.
You know, this man's beard, he sounds like my kind of man.
Yeah, can we
There's
see
that guy.
whose
There's a
beard
lot
is
of
longer?
beards in this party.
Yeah. I always pictured you as more of like a bushy beard, but lengthwise, like who's got the longer beard?
Mine is lengthy, at least down to the waist.
But he's taller, so.
My waist is much shorter than his.
Yeah, so this is bushy beard. Can we look and see whose beard is taller? Do they have to roll for that?
I vote we don't waste the time.
I don't really think that's something to roll about. That's something that they have to come to a consensus to. So,
Constitution.
considering that yours is mangled and whatnot, his is a little bit more upkept, right? Yours is going to be a lot more bunched up. So I would assume that his appears longer. Yours maybe could have longer hair. However, dwarves do live a lot longer. They live to be 300-400 years old. Half orcs, I believe, only live to be about 100 or so.
So I'm middle age. You can tell from my appearance. I'm 120 years old. So I'm still young. A typical dwarf would have a lot of armor. I don't have armor on. So no helmet.
Yeah, you have just like skins and fabric.
I'm wearing traveler's clothes and leather armor. I have leather armor on. And I've got a big wooden shield.
Okay.
This may be strapped on my back. Let's go with that.
Okay. Awesome. So, yeah, Mouser introduces Barrick, and he says that Barrick is a consultant of types for the temple, also a follower of Eldath, and I feel that the presence of Barrick will be quite beneficial to us. Now tell me, your encounter with Eldath. What can you tell me?
Kind of sucked.
She told us that a storm is coming and we are the protectors of the protecting? Is that what is that
The protectors of the protector, yeah. Is that all that she said?
And she said the protector, the gem will no longer have power and will replace it as the protectors. Is that right? The gem has questioning eyes, so maybe I
No,
don't know.
that's sorry. I'm taking on the character of Mouser, so
Okay,
that's my
okay.
bad.
Can I examine him while they speak to see if I learn anything?
Like what?
Or
You don't know.
see if he looks like he's happy about it.
Roll an insight check.
Is that a 20?
Yes, yeah, roll a 20, sorry.
Let's see, 18, and then do I add anything to insight? Oh, do I add a 3?
Yeah,
So
so you add
21?
3 to it, so 21.
Yeah.
So you start watching Meltzer, and you and you see that when they mention about the storm coming and the protectors of the protector, and the protector will one day not be able to do its job anymore, he seems worried but not surprised. Is the best way to put it.
Okay. And as Radgrid is explaining, he's explaining this in like a grumbled voice. He's kind of annoyed. But at the same time, like, he's eager to see what your response is.
Okay. Can I have my... Are you done with the player's handbook, Michael? Okay. Thank you. I'm just going to read it here in a moment. No one be scared. Nothing to be scared about.
I'm kind of scared.
Good. No, I'm kidding. So,
Was there anything else Eldath said?
Yeah, remember,
I remember the word storm, and
a lot of whiteness. I was kind of distracted by that.
I too was distracted by the whitest.
Taylor.
Seal door.
Oh, thanks. Nas, he devoted his belief to Eldath. It's an extra piece
Okay,
of
if we're being
information.
honest, I remember that a lot more.
His belief, so he's like a follower of
Yeah.
Eldath
yeah,
now.
so he's now devoted himself to her, and he's a rogue, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
He was like, I hate all gods, and then he met her, he was like, it's not like I like you or anything, but let's get married. Like that.
So Mouser, right, when you say these things, he says, actually, well, then prophecy is coming to place. And I'm assuming that you have all heard of the prophecy.
No.
I'm actually new in town.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is he gonna? Is he the one the chosen one?
I can make up a prophecy if you want.
Oh no, I've got.
Okay.
Trust me, I've got this.
Okay.
I've been thinking about this for
Please
days.
tell us of the prophecy, Oaken Shield.
Master, please tell us what is this prophecy?
It says prophecy. Are you all aware of the great battle that took place?
No.
Nope.
No.
Never been in these parts.
Then we will discuss that before we discuss the prophecy, as there are many precursors to it. The great battle happened over 100,000 years ago, right in this very spot. You see, this area, so long ago, used to be a portal to another plane of existence. And from out of that portal poured hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of devils and demons. And these creatures they're creatures of chaos. They have no purpose other than to destroy and to kill. And they ravaged these lands in the material plane. For many, many years, they ruled and killed anything living. Until finally, the inhabitants of this plane, when the dragons and the other residents, elves and orcs, humans, all rose up against the tyranny of these demons. They rose up and the great battle had begun. And one day, a group of the inhabitants, consisting of dragons and all manner of creatures that were not of the infernal kind, they got together and they prayed to the gods, begging and pleading for intervention. It is not often that the deities will intervene. They believe that the matters of mortals are their own matters and not of any consequence. But Eldath, in her glory, decided to shine down and smile on the inhabitants, taking pity on us. And she gave us a gift. That gift being the stone that you have in your possession. And this stone was able to seal the portal, giving us the magnificent tree that stands just outside of these temple walls. And with the help of Eldath, the inhabitants of this realm were able to push back and banish the demons and devils and infernal creatures back to where they came from. And we have had over 100,000 years of peace since then. But when it was sealed up, the portal, the tree, gave a prophecy. Many dismissed it as fiction, and they thought it may be one of the infernal creatures trying to deter us, trying to frighten us away from sealing up the portal. The prophecy states that when the storm comes, the protector, the stone, will lose its powers and the portal will open again. But a group of heroes will band together to close the portal permanently and not just stitch it up. They will make the plains whole again. And if you have spoken with Eldath, and if she states that a storm is coming, and that you are the protectors, then I fear that that prophecy may be coming true. So, I ask you, do you believe this to be true?
So you,
So beautiful. Look, he's tearing up over there.
yeah. I think that really says it all. I said, yeah, it may as well be us.
Oh, sure.
What do you think of that?
I want to say no, but you all give me like dirty looks, so I'm like, yeah, sure.
I have a very dirty face. I give the dirty look to everyone.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose.
I'll say I believe this prophecy. I've always believed it, but I'm not certain this is the group. I'm
Yeah.
not certain the prophecy is now.
I changed the way I say it. I say, we're the chosen ones. I start casting minor illusion to shoot off fireworks. Oh, sorry, medium illusion.
I am skeptical, but I also believe in the prophecy. But I'm skeptical of this guy, Mouser, and so I'm like,
It's named him after a mouse.
It's Mouser, Malcer.
Mouser.
Ah, okay. That does change things. Now we all believe.
Everyone change
we get
the
that.
spelling in your head, please, to Mouser.
Mouser.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Beard, do you have any?
Pretty skeptical. It was like, whatever, I'm getting paid.
Yeah, actually, maybe we should cover that. Are we getting, like, or is the town
Reward.
wanting to hire us? Because we're happy being the protectors, the three of us that are, and we'll take you two in under an internship like role for now. We can't promise if a position becomes available, we'll give it to you, but you'll be.
I'm not an intern.
Oh, okay.
I'm a follower of Eldath who is now joining this quest.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but I'm no intern.
Do the townspeople, do they know that we are? Do they
So-
have
It
suspicions?
just happened
So it's an
like
interesting-
2 seconds ago.
So
But I'm saying, do they know that like we have the gem? Do they know like?
So they
We
don't. So
met
it's an
Elda.
interesting
That's the whole
situation
point,
that the
actually.
townsfolk are in,
Mhm.
because the townspeople they are all aware of the story of the Great Battle.
Mhm.
However, most of them believe it to be just that, a story, a fairy tale, wishful thinking. Right, because it's been so long that basically story has just turned into fantasy.
Okay.
So no, they don't know you have the stone to answer that question, because you only just procured it, and it's like 11 o'clock at night.
No, it's the morning, actually.
It is not.
We slept and then went back to town.
You did not, because you didn't tell me that before, and I am not going back to redo all of that monologue.
Fair enough. No, I mean, like, at the end of the last adventure, you guys remember the dragon man was like, we're gonna stay here and I'll take first watch.
Oh shoot, you're right.
No, but we came back and we saw they left.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
it
that's
took
right.
us
You did wait
full
till morning, I think.
day to find
The whole
out.
speech is different if it's done during the morning.
It's
He's like, in the future, this will happen.
be like it's
12
too
hours
late.
from now.
The storm has come.
Yeah.
No, but you're totally right. You guys did sleep after you met Eldath, and you waited until morning. You're right. I forgot that tidbit. But that's okay. It doesn't change that much.
Okay.
It doesn't change at all.
The whole quest is ruined.
The whole
The
quest,
whole thing, the
has to be
sun has
done.
been in our eyes.
Let's start over.
So, he says, he asks you what you all know of the multiverse. You may not know as much.
3 Spider-Men, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were attacked by those 3 Spider-Men earlier.
That's the giant spiders.
We've been well acquainted with it.
Yes, the multiverse. I know all about it.
Yeah, the place with
saw
the
the
3
movie.
spiders.
So that's why those 3
Oh, the
spiders were all
play.
pointing at each other.
The issue is
Yeah.
that almost helps in the explanation, sort of.
The
It
spiders
doesn't,
probably
but it
came from the
kinda does.
multiverse. Spiders aren't that big in town. Probably.
Maybe.
And like there's a spider in the bathtub and you
So-
go in there and you're like, oh my.
Got wisdom. But intelligence is more what you would have to know about like other planes of universes and
I
stuff
think
like
that's
that.
wisdom.
No, so wisdom is like street smarts, right? What you gain in your experiences. Wisdom is studying. It's books.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Wait. Intelligence? You mean intelligence is studying in books and stuff?
Mhm.
Oh, you said wisdom. Sorry.
Oh, did I swap them? Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I
So
just got
wisdom
confused,
is
that's what I
street
said.
smarts. Intelligence is book smarts. Is the best way to just kind of separate
Okay.
those. So anyway, I'm assuming that none of you know much about the multiverse.
Can I roll an intelligence check?
You could totally run
Wait,
roll a
can I
history
roll
check.
intelligence test?
Wait, what is it called?
It's a history check.
History check.
Yeah.
About this multiverse. Is that what you
Mhm.
said?
Can I do it too?
And this
Yeah.
multiverse is like multiverse for the whole like everything.
D&D world.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
For the MCU,
Ah.
yeah.
That's
So
six.
I have +4 in
That's
intelligence, but I also have 6 in history. Do I add both of them?
No, so you just add the 6 that's in history.
Oh, I only got a 13.
Okay. So then it's safe to say
Thought
that
you were
you
better
know
than this.
about the multiverse, which is okay.
Be surprised.
Malser says that
Exactly what he says. He says, "Do you know anything?"
Oh.
No. Oh.
then you are not the chosen ones. No, so he says the multiverse is what allows us to be here right now. You are familiar with the material plane. That is the land that we stand on now. And he kind of waves his hands up in the air, and in the air kind of forms a little ball.
I'm starting to feel like my
Glow.
magic's less special.
He's casting minor illusion. What do you want? He's casting minor illusion. Like anyway,
Oh, dude, you got medium illusion.
No.
you're gonna have
try and
trumpets
copy
going on
him.
So anyway, so he says
Yeah.
this is the material plane, and the Feywild and the Shadowfell are echoes of the material plane. Feywild is a land of nature. This is where you will find your unicorns, your all types of creatures will be
What was this
there.
place called?
The Feywild.
Feywild. Alright.
And you will find scrolling forests and lands, and it is an echo of the material plane, because where you find a mountain range in the material plane, you will find one in the Shadowfell and in the Feywild as well. Only in the Feywild it may be a mountain range made of crystal or of pure
Gold.
gold, perhaps, or energy.
Sorry.
In the Shadowfell, the Shadowfell is a land of darkness.
Yeah.
Colors are muted, and
I take that opportunity to trip on the ground, and while I'm down, I say, "Dear, do you have a question?"
oh, is that, sorry.
Do man-made structures appear in this?
That's a good question.
That is a very good question. And the answer is they could.
Or
They
creature
could?
made.
What did you say?
They could.
Creature man, like a beaver dam.
It could depend on many.
Bird nest.
Or anything but a man made.
A unicorn.
Elves and orcs.
Beaver.
Structures could appear, given the right circumstances, depending on how thin the veil may be between the Feywild or the Shadowfell, for that matter, and the manner in which it was created. This is a good question. What is your name?
Beard.
Beard, I believe you to be much more intelligent than you initially let on.
A blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while.
Yeah. I say, ignore the literal bodily waste on his person. Yeah. he's a clever one.
He continues, though Shadowfell is also an echo of the material plane, being of muted colors, of death and destruction. Instead of sprawling forests, you may find dead trees and slime pits and horrendous structures. Right, and he kind of puts these, and both of these kind of both encompass the material plane that he was mentioning before, and he says outside of these echoes we have the elemental planes, and these elemental planes are ones of earth, fire, water, and air. Yes, I heard it too. Shut up.
Where's the avatar?
And yeah, each of these elemental planes are the literal embodiment of their named Mayhem 5. The water plane will have never-ending seas with all kinds of underwater creatures there. Earth will have sprawling lands and rock structures. And when you take all of these and you combine them together, that is where the material plane, the plane that we exist on, comes into form. This is all part of the elemental chaos. Now there is the astral plane outside of that, right? And after he makes the elemental planes, right, outside, he starts creating these other orbs that start kind of floating around all of that. And he says, these are all, if the elemental plane is what makes up the physical aspects of our land, the astral plane is what makes up the ideas, the spiritual side of our plane, right? And he goes and he lists off, there's Mount Celestia, where a lot of the deities are thought to reside, and there's Limbo, and there's all of these different element or astral planes. And he says where the rift happened, where that portal goes from, and he points to one. He says it goes from the 9 hells, and it kind of gives you a brief glimpse into what it is, and it's quite literally 9 different levels, and I mean each level gets progressively worse the farther you go down, and you see on all of them. Yeah, you see on all of them is, all these types of infernal creatures of fire and magma and such. And he says that these are where they came from in order to wreak havoc on this land. He says, but that's enough of dwelling on the minor points of what is to come. We have a celebration every year. We celebrate the tree and the protector, and we celebrate the great battle coming to an end. I would like to invite all of you to join. It is in 3 days' time. Is this an invitation that you would all be willing to accept?
Okay, I pull Oakenshield aside and I say, "Here's the deal, Oakenshield. We're a pretty high up there band of adventurers, and if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. So, right now, you in? You think you can commit?"
I'm in. I'm committing.
Okay, I turn back and I say, "We're in. We're committed." I say, "Beard," and I cast Prestidigitation to get all that bodily waste off his person. And I flavor him spicy.
Oh, no.
Spiced.
I'm just chilling in a temple reeking, right? Everybody
Not anymore,
giving me
friends.
the sideways looks like, yo. what is
Now you
happening?
reek of pepper.
There's clear distance spacing between everyone.
It is very apparent.
It's like there's smoke coming up.
So you would actually have to cast Prestidigitation. I hate that word. You would have to cast it a few times in order to fully clean him.
Okay, well I'm casting it this whole time.
Yeah,
The whole time listening.
you can only clean about 1 cubic foot at a time.
Oh gosh.
As this great display is going on, every once in a while you hear
What can Druidcraft do for me? Do I have
Okay.
any nature powers that I can use on him?
Are you two in?
So
For this feast or party
It's
celebration?
well I think it's a parade and we have to stop the assassination of this tree probably.
Alright, here we go.
I don't know, it's a celebration. Yeah, maybe it's a feast.
I will go
Is
for
there food?
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's probably going to be a parade, and we want Ragrid at the head of that parade. And then the rest of
I
us are
deny.
in the crowd looking for threats.
I did.
You're holding the magic stone. I don't know what to tell you. Just hold it as far away from
Parading it
you
around.
as you can.
Especially things of Star Wars at the end of Phantom Menace when they're playing the awesome music. He like picks up that orb that no
Yeah,
one
that's
knows
exactly
what it is,
what
and he's like,
It's a peace orb.
oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
it's a plasma, whatever.
Fun fact, in that scene, the music playing is Palpatine's theme, and just played in a different,
Wow.
what do you call it?
In different key.
Yes.
Wow, really?
And, like, played at a different tempo.
Whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to watch that.
So by the time we
Foreshadowing.
accept, is he all clean? Did you have any?
I use Druidcraft on him, and he sprouts flowers on his back.
He's never. Can you
Or
put
his beard,
flowers
or
in the
his
beard as well?
The
yeah, I mean,
beard
I'll put-
turns
there's
into
some
soil.
flowers in his beard, so it doesn't get rid of the stench.
Okay.
But it covers it up a little
Your
bit.
prestidigitation will.
Okay. And can he smell like pepper? Is that fun?
I mean, you know, you can create a sensory effect. You can make him smell.
He smells like lavender.
Oh.
He's
Yo.
a giant, scary half-orc, but smells like lavender.
I appreciate that.
Because
I say,
the
beard's
first
a
thing
new
it says
man.
is you can create one sensory effect, and
Yep.
that's smell. It's
All right,
Right.
I've used my Druidcraft on him because he's entered my temple. So
It's a sign. We're in. Tell us what we need to know.
What we need to do.
Yeah. Who do we need to kill or protect or conquer?
He says that we don't kind of have any instruction as of yet.
Oh.
We invite you to attend our celebration, but stay in town. Do some
Don't leave.
sightseeing, as those of you might say, and we will convene again after the celebration in order to decide what it is that needs to be done next. Until then, I bid you adieu, and Balak, thank you. Beric, thank you, as always, for your insight.
indeed.
I meant to show you guys what everything that I was kind of describing looks like.
The rounds.
Looks like that, yeah.
Whoa.
And there's a lot more that I didn't mention.
Cool.
We'll pass
If you
it down.
want, I can send you a YouTube video that I was watching recently that does a pretty good job of explaining all of this.
Okay.
So if you want to take like a picture of this so you have a visual representation, and then
Yeah. So what do you all think? Because there's going to be a big celebration. Do we want to be like, hey, we're all big deals because we've been assigned protectors? Like, do we want to have people come up to meet us, like character meet and greets? Maybe like one of the, yeah, like, or are we just going to be in the background? How are you all thinking we play this out?
I'm going to be watching. I'm still not convinced that you all are the chosen party. So I'm here and I'm judging you a little bit.
Okay.
So
I said we could have.
I will
a
pass some
beautiful
judgment on you eventually as to whether you are in fact the
Okay.
worthy group.
I look forward to the day where we're one day good enough friends that we can put on an oversized trench coat and get into R-rated movies.
to where we can be as tall as Beard.
Together we will be one
Sorry.
half orc.
R-rated minstrel shows.
I think together
I
you'd be
forgot.
taller than him, huh?
Just
We
a
would,
little
yeah,
bit.
just about.
That's our character arc.
You'd be.
But you're
You'd
probably
be anywhere-
standing on my shoulders, not on my head.
Oh, that's true. So that was.
So
So no, you would be
maybe
about the
a
same
little-
size.
I never mentioned it. My character's always wearing platform shoes.
Is that right?
Oh, Spartacus never goes anywhere in either high heels or platform shoes.
Alright, so we have time before this celebration.
Absolutely.
I'm curious if I can go do some studying of this philosophy.
Okay, so she's going to the round
Prophecy, sorry.
Prophecy,
I was
okay.
gonna say philosophy and I was like,
It's kind of a philosophy. Yeah, you totally can. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do in the meantime? Shopping. You guys have like a crap ton of money all of a
Okay.
sudden.
Well, you always
My
assume
bad.
that this happened off camera, but the truth is Spartacus has not gone to the bathroom in days. So he goes to the bathroom.
And cast Chris.
I really wish the road was here.
I agree.
But Spartacus also. Actually, what are you doing, Beard? Maybe we do something together. Want to go taking a show?
I'm gonna go back to the tavern and just, blow money on drinks. Maybe give some to the rat.
He's a simple man with simple
Some
tastes.
money or some drink to the rat? What exactly are you giving to the rat?
Trading.
Alcohol. Okay.
It's a thirsty rat.
Yeah. Oh yes, we have the sixth member of our party isn't here, so Rat.
Oh.
We'd love if you could speak with him and see what he can do to help.
I am a lover of animals, and I can speak to animals.
Okay.
I would be willing to do this.
It's perfect.
I also want to speak to the protector. I want to see if I can't feel it and get some sort of message from it myself.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I
Oh,
thought.
the
I'm like, we are
Yeah,
protectors.
orb.
Feel up.
Wait, so wait, do you believe that we talked to Eldath?
I do, yeah. Or I think yes.
Okay, then do you believe what she told us and what we were telling you is the
So
truth?
I'd say
I think yes. I'm still trying to figure it out, though.
You're like,
I believe in the prophecy. I'm a
She
follower
told
of
us.
Eldath.
She
Yeah,
told
I'm-
us
we
Eldath.
just
I'm
don't-
a follower of her, but
We
I've
don't
never,
look
I've
like
never
you
met her
know.
myself.
I don't know if it's got indoor
I
plumbing.
mean, we
So
got
maybe there's a bit of jealousy
Are you
that
there
you all
for
have
all
met her
3
and I've
days?
not.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you're
you-
very
Yeah, bow down.
That's just like the first
Yeah,
30 days.
exactly.
You have a very wise
So
child,
that's
a drunk orc, a
Yeah.
person doesn't want to be here, and
You know
very
what?
intelligent,
walking back.
wife
Okay.
possible of the bailiff.
Yeah, I
Wise,
say-
wise woman, half elf woman amongst you all.
Okay, well, Atla's at the library like a nerd. I invite everyone. Let's all go see a show. Let's go see
Oh, the movies?
Forest Wars
Let's go see, like,
6.
the
What
Spider-Man.
movies?
No, I want to talk to the protector first.
Oh, okay, the Protector. Radgriff, you have the Protector,
I
right?
want to hold it and see if it gives me a vision.
Wait, do they have to roll for this, or can he just choose to let him?
You can just give it to him.
Nah.
I thought,
Okay.
Alright.
Now, if he chooses to forcefully take it, and he doesn't want him to,
oh, that's what.
then we can do rolls. And
Yeah,
stuff.
let's all put our hand on it in case he tries to take it. We all have one hand on it.
I would like to see the orb.
Alright.
All right. I want some sort of vision. I want to commune with Eldath.
I cast Medium Illusion. And
You were not the chosen one, but the rest of us were.
yeah, I cast Medium Illusion, and best as I can, I do a mockery of the goddess to be like, yeah, man, they're
Use your
good.
words really carefully.
To be like,
Fist
hey,
bump.
Oaken Shields, you're gonna have to work harder if you want a real vision, and then fade away.
So you're casting this illusion?
Yes.
You're trying to
Now I
trigger it?
probably do have to roll for that, right?
Yeah. So roll a deception check, Michael, and then Christian roll a
I don't know why I do this, but
roll an insight check.
What dice? Is this a 20?
Yeah, do a d20.
10.
Okay, 11 plus 2.
So
So
13.
He tricks me. Oh, man.
Well, hold on. I need to make sure that you can, in fact, do this. So
Okay.
I'm looking at minor illusion real quick.
Medium Illusion.
Wow, this hurts.
Uh,
We'll see if this makes me trust this group more or less.
Foreshadowing.
Now that I've had some sort of... Wait, what did the vision say? Say it again?
It said, these guys are all good. You should hang out with them.
Doesn't sound like
With
Eldath.
the thumbs up.
You don't know, you never met her. You're not
I've never
that
met
guy.
Eldath.
You see her, but she's
I've
really
followed her
short.
for
She's-
100 years, but never met her.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Maybe I have, though.
Maybe he has.
Yeah.
Are dwarves very religious? In D&D?
This one is.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one is.
You'll get to know more about me. I'm from the hills. I'm not a mountain dwarf.
oh shoot! I need to. Sorry, I screwed up on that. So minor illusion has a specific DC that. So you need to actually make an investigation check against his spell save DC. So what is
Okay.
your spell save DC?
So it's the extra thing on
Yeah.
Plus 6?
No, it'll be the no.
He doesn't have
Oh,
it.
man.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna
It's
be
too high a number.
it's gonna
possibly.
be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your spell ability modifier.
Okay, so 8 plus 6. And then plus what? Or is that not it?
No, plus your proficiency, so 10.
Oh, 2.
So 10, and then plus you have intelligence as a wizard, so plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay, so intelligence modifier plus 4. Proficiency
So
bonus
it's
is 2.
Okay,
And then
so your
that's
spell
the
save
spell.
DC is then a
It's
14.
not bad.
No, that's
So your
yeah,
spell save is a
red
DC, or your spell save DC is a 14. Go ahead and write that down.
Is that good?
That's not bad
Level 1.
All right.
for a level 2. That's not bad.
Mine's 13. I'm level 1.
Yeah.
So you make an investigation check
Okay.
instead.
It's a D20 as well.
Correct. Yeah.
Should I just leave it at 7? I'm gonna want to pass it. Can I roll it again?
Well, because I screwed it up, roll it again.
Oh, here we
Can I
go.
roll-
13 plus 1. I scored a 14.
Does that mean I can roll again too?
No, so you do actually, you do realize that it is a trick.
I
I
realize.
say,
And you slap
Radgrid.
I didn't know what
Why would this group, if they're truly the chosen ones, why would they be trying to trick me?
That's an excellent question.
I didn't know
This-
that was
this-
all.
This seriously makes me disbelieve this group.
I'm starting to think
I was
we're
already
pathological
borderline
liars.
suspicious. And I'm wondering why Eldath would think about entrusting such an important task.
Say, yeah, it makes you wonder what she thinks of you. We're big liars, and she gave us this important job.
Well, I don't believe. Now I'm disbelieving that she actually spoke to you.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm sorry this had to come between us. You're right. I think it just shows what she can do with such terrible people, that she can try and make them good. And hopefully you can turn our group around, because right now we're pretty bad people. Well,
Roll
Radgrid's a pretty bad person.
Roll a
I mean, I
persuasion
just want money,
Okay.
so.
What am I persuading you to do?
check.
feel
You're
better.
you're trying to persuade him to believe you.
That we're pretty bad people. Do I want to fail this?
Why is
Oh,
he trying to
shoot.
speak for all of us? That's
Yeah,
what-
why am I speaking?
I
for
know,
all this?
but-
Maybe one of you guys need to jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse. Well, I come back from the library.
Oh,
You're back already?
I
Okay.
am back.
She was there for
yeah. How
2 minutes in.
much did you do? Got
Uh,
to the index.
She found the book.
And
I
I
don't know how to
I
read.
tell you the glory of Eldath, and I tell you how gorgeous she was, and how she was goddess, and I tell you, gotta trust, man.
How do you explain Spartacus? How do you explain
So
this?
trying to read
We all know that
Written, all right?
Spartacus.
And
Has
Radgrid,
had some
Radgrid's
chocolate
box in the
issues.
middle of all this, and you hand him back the stone, and he says, "Does it matter?"
I haven't given you back the stone.
Yeah,
yet.
wait.
Well, I take
told
it
you
back.
to hold on.
I'm holding the
You, like,
stone.
try to look
I'm
at
not
it.
giving up the stone yet.
Okay,
So I
fine.
can
Well, Radgrid at least
figure it out
says,
or not.
"Does it matter? We are the ones in protection of the stone, and it's worth a lot of money." So,
Wait.
But he has the stone. Can't he just
Oh, he's only
like,
borrowing
run off?
I'm holding the stone right now.
well,
Yeah, plus we're
it's a 1v4.
I say, wait,
so.
I
We're in
know
his
how to
temple.
fix this.
If we attack him,
So you
then
don't trust us.
we're
We have
gonna
the
get
stone. If
beat
we just
up
let
on.
you hold on to the stone from now on, then it gives you incentive to stay with us. And then, because then we don't have it.
I am totally against that. One, it's worth a lot, and I want it.
I would
You're
accept
making him
that.
distrust us even more, man.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I would accept that.
Okay.
I distrust the script, but if I can hold the stone, then fine.
Okay, I
I'll
say
follow
quick
along.
huddle, and we all get together. I say, Beard, you smell like lavender.
You smell delightful.
Or even using lavender bathing salts. Alright, what do you all think of this plan?
I'm against it.
Okay, one against.
What plan? What
Oh, we
plan?
let him keep the stone, because he's so, for some reason, distrusts us.
We don't know why.
Yeah.
Which I distrust him because
Oh.
he distrusts us, and I also distrust you from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm
We're
against
both
it. I'm
dwarves,
against it
that's
too.
just part
I
of my
think we should make
character.
it a team effort of looking after the stone, like maybe taking watches, like day watches after it or something.
Okay.
We will allow you to study it till the celebration. Keep it and study the stone.
I will accept that.
Alright.
I cast prestidigitation on the stone.
Get out of here.
On the stone
Yes.
and doing what?
Can I make it smell a certain way?
What even is prestidigitation?
It makes things flavored and makes them clean.
It does more than that.
It does a ton of very little basic magic stuff.
Okay, I will read, because this is apparently going to be a thing. I will read prestidigitation for all of you.
Sounds like digestion.
It sounds like what?
Digestion.
Honestly. it's-
Prestidigestion.
Preston digested.
Yeah. You met my
So,
friend
the
Preston
range
and
of
his
this spell is 10 feet.
Mhm.
In order to cast it, so when it comes to magic, there are 3 components that can go into a spell, right? There's verbal, somatic, and material. Right? Verbal means that you need to audibly say something in order to cast the spell. Somatic means that you need some kind of a hand gesture in order to cast the spell. And material means that the spell requires some kind of an object in order to cast the spell. In some cases, the spell consumes the material. Like say a little bit of bone dust. It will consume that in order to cast the spell. Or it could be like a diamond or something that just kind of more channels it. Yes.
Am I just really lucky that I haven't been consumed?
How do you mean?
Because he casted prestidigitation on it.
Yeah, so
Like,
prestidigitation doesn't
Over
require
time,
material
figure out.
components. It's verbal and somatic. This spell is. So he has to do some kind of a hand gesture and a say the incantation for it.
Do I
Anyway.
just like vanish into the mop closet?
Yeah. So this spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters use for practice. You create one of the following magical effects within range, within those 10 feet. You create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. So yes,
Odd
you can.
odor.
So then you can in fact create odors.
Only odd odors, though.
Nothing like you'd want.
No, those are just examples. You can create any smell that you want, but a minor or a harmless sensory effect. You can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. You instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. You chill, warm, or flavor up 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. So, no, you cannot make him flavored. Non-living.
So his clothes could be flavored.
Yes.
Are you eating
And
his
his
clothes?
beard could be flavored.
No, that's the
Since it's non-living.
I would say
Technically,
no.
they're dead cells.
I'm still going to say no.
Dead cells.
You make a color, a small mark, or a symbol
Careful.
appear on an object or surface for 1 hour. Or you create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in your hand and that lasts until the end of your next turn.
Cool.
If you cast the spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time, and you can dismiss such an effect as an action. So that is what the spell is. Everyone now knows.
Odd odors.
Yeah.
That is
Assign the protector.
all you took away from it, isn't it? That's all you guys took away from it. Odd odors.
And you can flavor objects.
Yeah, so you could.
And snuff out candles. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's not about candles, torches, or small campfires.
But can't you also light up?
Wait, so do you get your
You can
vision
also
from the
light them, yeah.
gemstone?
Dude, light my
Alright, so I have the gemstone now.
Yeah, so you
Can I still attempt to get a vision from it, or is that...
Roll a religion check.
Oh, my religion's not great.
Wait, aren't you like the believer?
I can't explain it. I am a believer. I got an 8 on religion.
An 8.
Your faith's it's kind of
Yeah.
I'm more of like into like the nature and like the woods and the animals. I'm a follower of Eldath, but I'm not like religious.
He doesn't
per
go to
se.
church, but he finds God in the mountain or the
Right.
Eldith
I'm a
in the
consultant, so I
forest.
come to this temple occasionally. I don't like live at this temple. This is not
Yeah.
my temple.
So when you take the stone in your hand, you can feel that the energy that's coming off of it is the same type of energy that you feed off of as a druid, where you get your magical abilities. But you don't receive any visions from Eldath.
Okay,
Do you frown at that? Or is that good enough for you?
this is good enough for now.
Alright.
I've made it this long and I haven't seen her. And I don't really believe in you guys anyway. I don't really think she
Yeah, I guess
appeared to
that's
you.
fair.
So kind of confirms what I already
I
thought.
believe in some of us either.
Are you looking
But
at
I'm
me?
willing to join in the party for the time being.
Right. Okay, I spent 3 days making party T-shirts then,
And
and going to shows.
I'm gonna go sell those weapons we got from the tree place and the gems.
okay, how many weapons did you get?
So I got a light crossbow and a longbow. Oh no, crossbow and a longbow and a dagger.
Okay. What kind of crossbow? Because there's a heavy crossbow, a hand crossbow, and a light crossbow.
I think it was a heavy crossbow because I already had a light crossbow.
Okay.
I had 12 bolts and 12 arrows.
Okay.
Beer, do you
Alright.
want to go check out the tree while we're all doing stuff for 3 days?
Give me just a second.
Yeah,
So you have
Is it like a tourist attraction or is it like behind a rope?
There's a slide.
so a heavy crossbow,
Candy machine.
one velvet, and a longbow.
Yeah, heavy
Sorry,
crossbow,
Well, this is medieval fantasy times. It's a cotton candy loom.
a longbow, and a dagger,
Sleeve it.
and a gold statue I found too. If that will come.
This
How
is
much?
your
How much did you say
tapestries.
the gold statue was
You
worth?
didn't give me value.
Because I was gonna figure it out later, and guess what I did?
I can hold on to it for now.
No, I can. I mean, we can sell it. That's fine. If you want to sell it, that's up
Yeah.
to you.
Where's my
Because I mean, it's heavy. This thing's like 20 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gold. The heck, man? Yeah, it's gold.
Do I have a weight limit of what I can carry?
Technically, yes. Do I really focus on it too much? Not really. Because I usually give you what's called a bag of holding before too long. A bag of holding can fit like 64 cubic feet of stuff in like this backpack.
So it's like Hermione's little bag.
Exactly
How
like
do you
that.
find How do you find stuff in there? Or do you just like reach in and then it works to your
Jump
hand?
in there.
It's actually kind of like that. You think about the object that you want out of it, and when you reach in, you can just grab it.
Can you use it as a weapon? Let's say you put a ton of rocks in there, and then you look at it and you say rock, and then point it somewhere else.
Whoa.
Jeremy, are you okay?
I think if you could fit it over someone's
I've
head
heard
and
of
shake
this
the bag.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Anyways,
That's
how much
all
are
I'm saying. Heavy crossbow, longbow, dagger,
gold statue?
20 bolts and arrows. Are you keeping the bolts for your light crossbow?
Oh, yeah, sure. But I still have 12
Okay.
arrows on myself.
You still have 12 arrows. Okay. So, let me hurry and just get all these numbers here real quick.
And so, Oakenshield, tell me about yourself. Why'd you leave the... Why aren't you with the other dwarves? I thought dwarves like hanging out.
They do. The clan is the most important thing. You want a bit of my backstory?
Oh, please, Oakenshield. I have nothing but time as I wait for the loomer to finish my t-shirts.
And cotton candy.
And cotton candies.
Cotton candies.
Cotton tapestries.
I am from I'm a hill dwarf.
Oh.
I'm from a tribe that's a bit more solitary,
Oh.
and we are spread out. And when I was very young, I actually got separated from my tribe, and so spent a lot of my time alone in the woods, following with animals, which is how I can speak to animals.
Oh, sweet.
But I'm looking for other hill
So you're
dwarves.
kind of awkward. You're kind of weird.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, is your best friend an animal?
My best friend is an animal, yes, who is yet to be introduced.
Oh.
But
It's the rat.
it's not the rat.
He's gonna
I
say
can
rat.
tell already it's not going to be a rat.
Would you care to meet our
Yeah,
rat?
Philip? Philip! It's been so long, dude. How you been?
Look how big you got.
I would love to meet the rat.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the tavern to meet the rat.
When we first...
Is it still alive?
Yes.
Alcohol?
How did this rat come to be on your team? Because originally you were fighting it.
So
Originally, it was...
altogether,
A member of
the
the dangerous
merchant
crime
that you go to
family
will
of
offer you
other
about
rats.
75
Okay.
for all of it, 75 gold pieces.
But
for
then
all of it.
we've
Including
captured
the gold
it in a
statue?
backpack
That's it?
and have been feeding it strong liquor since then.
Okay.
Okay, so
75?
it's drunk. Does it actually like you, or
And I
is it-
had gems that were worth
I like to
60,
think
so
it
can I
does.
just add that
Okay.
to it?
Probably
Yep.
like.
So
And can you speak to
135.
this rat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What has the rat said
I'm
to you so
told
far?
I can't, but I'm pretty sure I can.
Sometimes you cast illusion spells and it bounces an attack onto him. So you start talking to the rat.
Yeah.
Alright, I'd like to talk to the rat. What does the rat say?
So you cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, I just have to cast that. That's true.
Yeah,
I
it's
cast
Yeah,
it.
I speak freeform to the rat. I say, hey, we brought you a new friend, a new member of our family, rat.
So what you're able to convey
Squeak.
is
No,
friend, family, rat. That's like he can only speak like simple ideas and concepts in your in your speech.
Say, squeak,
you know,
squeak,
as a-
squeak.
With the speak with animals spell, you're actually able to have like full intelligible conversations, I believe. Let me double check that.
I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Don't kill yourself. Like this guy. Just kidding.
Speak with dead, speak with plants, speak with animals. There we go. So you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. So specifically beasts.
Okay.
So we'll look and see if the giant rat is considered a beast.
Okay.
The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might also be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the DM's discretion. Let's look up a...
The giant rat is a
Giant rat.
beast.
It is a beast?
It's a small beast that is unaligned.
Beautiful. So yes, you can have a conversation with... the
It has
giant rat.
intelligence of 2.
Okay.
Okay. I wanna know more about the
Have you
prophecy.
ever played Hearthstone?
From the rat?
From the rat. Yeah, the rat's family's been in this village a long time, I assume. Or what can you tell me about this parade?
About 2 hours.
What should I expect
2
from
hours.
this
But
parade
I played
coming up?
Hearthstone a lot. I was waiting.
Have you-
So,
never mind.
so
I don't live in this town.
Yeah.
I live like in the woods near it.
Stuff and characters.
I kind of avoid
I never
people.
really got
So if there's a
into it.
big gathering, I
assume
probably
that
wouldn't
You've
go.
been to this
Yeah.
celebration at least once before.
Okay, I've been to the celebration before.
Is
Remind me
No, I
what
started
the celebration
playing
is.
Hearthstone.
Rat has no idea.
Okay.
Right. Dude, I'm
Intelligence
underground
of
all the time.
So tell me
Okay.
about the cards. How do you
Is the rat friendly towards us? What can I learn from it? Is he part of our party?
Oh heavens no.
Okay.
No, this rat was
But
like it watched its
yeah, I started playing. They started coming out
what do you call it?
DLCs like every 6
pack of
months.
rats.
And I started
It-
playing before.
It watched
that,
it.
so
It watched
learned
its
the
pack
game and
get
started
brutally
having
murdered
stuff.
and blown to smithereens.
Basically all
and then
the
it was
cards
abducted
are, like,
against its
major
will.
cards,
And then
because there's
fed.
like rarities, legendary.
Or-
Are you listening to this about your best friend?
Forced to drink nasty spirits, alcohol. It was like just.
The rat doesn't like you
He
guys.
liked it.
He didn't. I can converse
He
with the rat.
liked it.
He's telling me he doesn't
He
like
wants
it.
more. Look.
He doesn't. He doesn't wish you well. Okay. All right.
He wants more.
I would like to release this rat back into the woods because I love animals. You guys are
let's
trapping
get
them.
him to fight
This
for us.
rat tried to kill a person.
Yeah, he can be our meat
We're
shield.
trying to rehabilitate him.
Can I?
So if we can reach that point.
We can throw him between
Spartacus.
us and the next giant spider.
Spartacus, are we still trying
Yeah,
to
everyone
have
has, like,
this
PTSD
rat
from
be a
spiders
body
now.
double for you?
Yeah, I think that's always been the plan.
Or try to ride it, make it your mount.
Yeah, it's the same size, so that'd be strange. I thought you were my mount.
I mean, you can ride a rat your same size.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
ready to your back.
reluctantly. I don't like this guy, remember?
Ah, we were friends.
Yeah, I think so
No.
too. I thought
You're
Taylor was one who
delusional.
didn't like him.
So, Varric,
Taylor didn't like me.
I
after
only
the
have
last
the
one.
rat because
No, I'm
Spartacus
pretty sure.
wants
I didn't like
it.
it
So
from
you
the
have to
beginning.
convince
Uh,
Spartacus to
No,
let
I
it
was
go.
scared.
I think we should free this rat, and it might come
I'm
back to help us
against it.
later.
Put
It'll
it
be
in-
I
he'll be
agree,
grateful
rats
to
are
us.
kinda creepy.
Let's make it turn the mill.
I'd be
for us.
okay with like letting him go if he promised not to like eat another person.
Wait, can I roll a wisdom check to see if it'd be smart to keep the rat for the future? Does it work like that?
To the rat's
You
line
can roll
that's
an
not
animal
going to eat
handling
another
check.
person. I'll let him go, only if he agrees to come back in our
Alright, can I try?
Major cards.
Sure.
Yeah.
Basically,
but,
this is kinda like-
all the cards are characters from
It's
World
this
of
will kind of
Warcraft.
just get an insight for a
And then they
rat.
all have like different abilities.
Right, 'cause you're gonna-
Play
Right,
turn
like
based,
you
obviously.
can't see into
You
the
have
future,
certain
but
mana,
you can
you
look
get
at
one
like
mana each
the
turn,
characteristics
so
of the
one.
rat and be like, is it going to
Cards
attack
have
us
cost
later?
values from
Right? Like,
And like, is
zero
it gonna
to
be a
10.
benefit or should we
So after
release
10
it?
turns,
Well, the rat has
you
told
have
me that it
10
doesn't
mana,
like you
and then
guys.
every turn you get
He's
10
unhappy.
mana.
But maybe it could be.
So you're like,
Maybe
you're
we
like,
can convince him to
draw
become our
a
friend
card,
later.
play him, each one's like
Alright,
16.
16
Ooh.
plus
There's abilities
3,
like
19.
taunt, which makes them shields, so like you have to attack.
It's like perfect knowledge we're getting.
Or
out
is
of this
that
rat.
19?
So Alla's never met the rat before. She used to be a sailor, so she's probably pretty good at reading rats.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I landed on that one.
Yeah, that's a 16.
Oh, I see.
Alright, 19. Pretty good.
Mechanics in it. It's really fun. And each
Um,
card has like. a
What do I
little-
find out from this?
Gymnastic group.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah.
The entire time I was watching it, I was just like, I feel like this is stick it in real life.
She went to a gymnastic meet.
Went to a gymnastics meet.
Which one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm at the U.
Oh, my parents were gonna go to that actually.
And one of my students ended up on the jumbotron, and I was
Hey.
like,
Really?
"Hey, I know that person."
That's
It
cool.
was funny.
She's a first grade teacher.
Yeah.
At one of my schools,
Oh, that's cool. What school is it?
Brookwood,
I've never heard of it.
Brookwood Elementary School.
One of your schools.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
I work in the
runs a
IT
school.
department and I cover 3 schools.
But each
Oh.
whenever you play card, it has like
So-
an animation. It's really cool. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a card game, but everything's
So what do I find out from this rat? Is it going to
Um,
be of benefit, or should I
Like
try to
two
persuade
face
these
down
people
cards,
to release?
type of
I
thing.
mean, you think that
What do you mean?
if you were to release
Like,
the rat,
say,
you'd
I
never
don't
see
know,
it
if-
again,
just an example,
right? Because
like,
it's not gonna try and
some
hunt you guys
characters are
down.
hunter classes.
Tell
It's
them
more
to-
scared than
They
anything.
could
wants some
potentially
food, it's
put
probably
down a
hungry.
trap, like a prop trap
No, I mean,
or
it's-
something, just to stun an
But
enemy.
I know it has no idea. It's
Stun
I mean,
an enemy,
Completely
Hammertron.
or whatever, so they lose out on like the next
But-
turn.
Yeah.
So it's really
yeah,
not.
it is.
It's not going
like
to be
that.
of much benefit. So
You also have there's different characters.
it's not gonna be
Which are,
beneficial
like,
to
major
release the rat,
characters
but
in
it's also
World
not
of
gonna be
Warcraft,
beneficial to
like
keep the rat.
World of Warcraft.
just going to waste.
Like one of the druids, a paladin.
I say-
I think our DM really
Products
doesn't
of
like
it.
us having a rat.
Yeah, I say
Uh,
clearly.
This got a sneaking
You have,
suspicion.
like, a hero
You know, like,
that also
realistically,
costs
like, the
mana,
rat is
different
unhappy.
things. So there's, like, a
Can you
warlock
convince the
that
rat to be happy?
deals, like,
Maybe.
2 damage
And it's
to
an
the
intelligence
hero
of
and
2,
gives
so
you
it's,
that.
I don't think
Things
that
like
we're going to be able to
things
train
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
I will say I'm not going to force script to release it. If the rat ever attacked the people, I'd probably help the rat and attack you with the rat.
I'm gonna say,
I just love animals.
Oaken Shield, I thought that me and Beard were ready for the responsibility of raising this rat child as our own.
Okay, and I'm
Don't look
comfortable
at
with
me,
that.
I only
And
have
it's-
it because you want it.
And
You can
it's
keep the
clear-
rat as long as you treat it better.
Clear, I was not ready, but
So what I'm
I
understanding
want
is Spartacus is the
you
only
to
one that
take
wants the rat.
possession of this rat. And
No, I want
like
it. I want to
he's
use that
still
as a big
dangerous. We
shield.
can't just let him back. But I want you to raise him right. I think you are going to be a good influence on this young man's
I don't
life.
want to raise a rat. If you give him to me, I'm letting him loose.
Can we fast forward to the celebration?
Yeah,
You
can we?
can. Does anyone want to do any
Can we eat the rat?
shopping? You could eat
Eating the rat would be fine
I
on me
wanna
as well.
fast forward.
Yeah, you gotta eat it. You gotta get
Wait,
sustenance from
What
it. You
can we
just can't
get from
mistreat it.
shopping? Anything?
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy some.
Whoa.
Hmm. I just have a
Some more
question.
rats.
When you were in that tunnel
Go to the
with
pet
the rat,
store.
I had to cut my rope. How much did I cut off?
I mean, I would assume that.
Oh, you said you didn't cut it because you said you were going to cut it, and you said you kind of didn't want to cut it, and he said you could untie it.
Did I
I
untie
was like,
it?
you're
Okay,
gonna
I thought I
untie
cut
it.
it. Cool, yeah.
All right.
Untied. Never mind. 50 feet.
What do you want to buy? Because you could buy weapons. You
I
could
give
buy...
Atla 20 gold and say, here's some free money.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, go wild.
All right.
she's a
I mean,
married
I
woman.
have.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have an
You're trying to
extra
hit on
pencil?
her.
I'm trying to
steal her
gain
away.
more people for these rats. I give you 20 gold too, and I say, are you a married woman? I say, I have glaucoma.
Disguising behind the beard.
I'll take 20 gold. You giving me 20
I
gold?
was getting 20 gold. I say, see,
Is this good?
I don't drink that.
That looks pretty good.
Well,
looks
why
good.
do we have
I think it's for Blake and Ryan.
Well, I'm gonna
Is
have
gold?
Yeah.
Are you really giving me 20 gold?
Yeah, take your
I'm gonna go buy
20
some
gold.
weapons.
I feel like it's
White
like
and
champagne.
some festivity
White
clothes for
grapes
the-
makes me
for the
feel like white
celebration.
champagne or
Yeah,
whatever.
It
it's
tastes
alright.
like white. Not that I know what that tastes
Um,
like, but it,
I spend.
Okay, whatever you say.
What weapons?
So
can I buy?
Radgard, you don't get paid for last time. You fell asleep. You were asleep for half
So you
the
go
work
to
day.
the local armor,
no,
and
because of you.
you know.
I give
you got
20
a-
gold to beer.
got a-
Beer, there's 20 gold for
for
you.
offering of weapons. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I bite my tongue because I'm about to say something stupid and I accept the gold.
Okay.
I'm looking for weapons and
I look at the
combats.
blood coming out of Beard's mouth.
Sorry, up close combat.
Prestidigitation on his beard to clean it.
Sorry about
Alright.
that.
It's really like
Proficient
that.
with.
I
Those are
Now
the
I'm
ones that
the
you're gonna
only
wanna
spell I
use.
use.
I don't think that's
'Cause
a
that's
healing
what you're gonna be
spell,
most
though.
effective with.
So does
No,
it
you're
just
Down the
tell
bottom
you?
left corner.
It just cleans the blood.
Oh, simple
But
weapons,
more-
short swords.
I say, oh shit.
So he casts it again.
Yeah.
So in terms of those,
On the battlefield, you just
Um,
run around.
Yeah.
And cast
this is all of your simple
prestidigitation
weapons,
on
right?
everybody.
There's simple
Yeah,
ranged
well,
weapons and simple
yeah.
melee
We reached
weapons.
an impasse.
Melee
with that,
weapons
so I guess
are
it's
up
still
close
back
and-
there for now.
Personal.
I say
When
we
it comes
use
to
it
fighting.
as mutual.
I'm looking for
Gregor, can you
weapons
train
in
it to
combat.
be a good rat to not
What?
come for vengeance or hurt?
Sorry, I was
So the
thinking
kind of
close.
weapon that'll hurt
I will
someone
do
is what I'm hearing.
And
Yeah.
punishment.
Okay, I don't. I only have good feelings for this rat.
As you should.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a sickle. 1 gold piece.
Why would you
Okay.
want a sickle? You into some farm?
She's farming.
Yeah.
So this is a sickle.
Actually, can I see that unless you're using it? Because I want to see the prices of armor.
Yeah, me too. It's possible.
Are you looking to purchase armor?
Yeah.
Okay. Because selling armor, selling things to people, right? It's just like any actual business, right?
Okay,
They're
I
gonna
say,
buy stuff from you at a lower cost.
Ragrid, I'm gonna give you 20 gold, but I don't want to hear any
What
more
armor
of
do you have
this.
right
Any more of this complaining against your boss deal.
Plate? Well, that's expensive.
And also keep in mind, guys, that you need to be proficient with the armor.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean proficient?
So you need to have some kind of a training with it. I think as a fighter, you're proficient with all weapons. I don't know what you're proficient with in terms
So,
of
yeah,
armor.
there's proficiencies in light armor, medium armor, and heavy armor.
So it should say in the bottom left corner of your character sheet.
Yeah,
what
so
your
I'm proficient with
proficiencies
all
are.
armors. You probably should be too.
All armor and shield, yeah.
Okay. So then go nuts, I guess.
So I can buy
Make sure you have the money.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
I need you
I
to
was
set up my
thinking,
character
Loki, I
more?
was doing the math, like,
No, everything else is up to you.
Okay, Ragrid, if I give you 20 golds, will you stop complaining about how you don't like your boss? Because frankly, it's starting to look bad when we're in public.
20 gold?
Yeah,
But you gotta stop complaining.
yeah, you gotta only say nice things about your boss. Because
Well, then
I'm
that's
more of
two
a,
different
I'm more of
What's
a
the
friend
appetite of
than a
my
boss. Like, that's my management
Are you
style.
buying any?
dude,
You
I'm
could be
poor.
anywhere from like
Wait,
5
you gave
to
me
6
20 gold.
people.
Yeah, I gave you 20 golds.
And
Alright.
So,
you probably
which gold do you
have,
have?
so-
Less gold. Now I have 73.
Okay, so what did you guys discuss on? Because you need to still swing it by me. Yeah,
Oh, I'm not buying any.
you're not buying any.
Yeah, well, because I can only
Didn't I
buy
give you
splint,
gold?
but that only
You gave me 20
increases my
gold.
armor class
Oh,
by
okay,
1.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I took it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save up for some plate armor.
No, I've
See,
only
I
got
was doing the
73.
math though.
What?
If you have a shield and the splint armor, you go up to 19 armor.
Oh,
However, no matter what, if the enemy rolls a critical roll of 20, they're gonna hit you. It's guaranteed.
Well, and that's
So
always true.
It's just a waste of an armor point. If you're rocking a shield. If you're two-handing, go for plate.
How old do
I am
half usually
two-handed.
live?
You are two-handing?
It's
Okay.
like
Um,
100.
Oh, no.
It's like
I'm dual
150,
wielding.
200
You're
years
dual
old.
wielding?
Alright.
Okay, yeah. I would
For-
go
for
for
half
because
elves.
if you're using a shield,
But I'm
you
not,
can
no. I don't even
get
have
to
a shield.
19.
And it's also
Are
important
you?
to remember too with your armor,
What weapon do you use?
Longsword,
they
sword,
are
and two-handed.
in their own world.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
As a druid, you don't really worry
Just
about
whatever
armor.
I'm
No.
feeling in the moment.
So,
As a wizard, you
I'm
don't
using
at
a
all.
warhammer.
we still don't
which
know
you
what's
can
going on in
one-hand
this celebration
roll
if that
and chain,
rock's gonna get
spike
stolen,
and
but I have
chain.
disguise self. If I disguise myself
I was talking
as the
with
rock,
Jeremy.
and then
That's not how that works.
Since I have 20.
Isn't it?
No?
It's a small. How big is the? It's a small. It's an orb.
About my
Yeah,
size?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, think of it like
One
the
hand?
size of a softball.
Softball. Okay, yeah. That seems
So
too
he
small
was
to
saying
disguise
if I
yourself
can get
as.
above
As the rat.
You have minor
or
illusion.
whatever, I could potentially.
guy's a
like,
bird
hold
as the orb,
sword
and it flies away.
Minor
That would be awesome.
illusion is the spell that you would use.
None
I vote we
of
fast forward
You're
to the
two-handing.
celebration.
Or is
Sounds
it
good to
one-sword?
me.
Here.
All right.
Longsword can be both.
Oh, okay.
You
I
the
chose
the
it
shop
because
the
I
shoppers.
also had a shield with it that needs to tank up or something.
They haven't dropped
I
it.
say, so what was life like on the
A shield
ocean?
increases your armor
Oh,
class
let
by
me
how
tell ya.
much?
Two.
Please.
Oh.
It was
So that's
amazing.
why the theoretical 19.
I saw so many
with-
places,
with,
Wow.
and
splint armor
you
and
know, I'm
shield.
still
Yeah,
writing
I
about
mean,
my
if they
history,
roll
so I'll
an
get back to
19,
you on
you
that.
get hit.
What's your
But if they roll
ancestry?
20, you're gonna get hit
What-
regardless.
Are you like half elves for many generations?
Oh, so it's
Are you
like
first
my
generation half elf?
I don't know.
Well, but then there's
You
also
tell us.
bonus, like, 'cause they
Well,
Out
if
of
it's
those
many
70
generations,
they
then
can
it's
get
not
like,
so much of a half elf
they can go
anymore.
above 20.
Does half elf have to be one elf
Unless
and
you're
one
very
human?
Yeah, so I'm a first
Unless-
generation.
What if two half elves have a child? Is that not a half elf?
That's probably still a half elf, yeah.
That's insane. Though. You
Or does
got
it make
20.
them full elf or full human?
Oh shoot!
I got
Genetics.
the average. I got that.
So one of your parents is an elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mother. My mother.
Your mother's an elf.
Oh, wow. So is your dad still alive?
No,
No.
actually I don't know.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
Are you an orphan?
No. Let me tell you.
Tell us.
Orphan game.
Let me write it first.
Welcome to D&D, we're all orphans.
Oh,
All right, I voted to fast forward to the celebration.
I
Have
agree.
you purchased your goods?
I don't want to purchase
Yeah.
anything.
All right.
Let's fast forward.
Okay.
Fast food.
I want to hear more about whatever your name is. Alendra. What?
Atala.
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 So
Like
Italian.
like Attila.
Atala.
Atala.
Attila.
Attila the Hun. Atala the Hun. Atal.
A tall hun.
A tall hun. Got it, a tall hun. Okay.
Tall hun.
That's your sister.
Okay.
We're in D&D world here. Sorry.
All right, we're fast forwarding to the celebration.
Yes, please.
If you're all cool with that.
As long as we can fight something, I want to fight
Yes.
something.
I want to know more about your dwarf clan at some point, but
I want
later.
to.
I don't really know it because I was young.
All right, both of us outcast.
Did I
dwarves.
manage to make the T-shirts over those 3 days?
Tell me, describe these T-shirts.
Was it for the
to me.
celebration?
They all say
Go
Team
Rat.
Orb Protector,
What language are they written in?
Gnomish.
No one can read it.
And they have a
Does
bunch of anyone
read
swear words that I thought
Gnomish?
looked cool and common, but I can't read it. Bunch of dwarfish swear words that I thought.
Oh,
looked
dwarfish.
Cool.
That would be great. I'm on board with
Yeah.
dwarfish swear words. We got some runes on it.
Yeah, I thought it was a word for cool, but it turned out it was a swear word. in dwarfish.
Yeah, let's fast forward to the celebration.
Okay. So a couple days goes by. 3 days go by. And the day of celebration has arrived. People are dressed in fine clothes. They are. Did you ever?
Get your fine.
Okay, so you did
celebration
that, but we
clothes.
also need your party clothes that you wanted.
It's alright.
Okay, sorry.
Forget about it. It's alright.
I'm
That's
the only one.
registered.
I hand out the T-shirts if that is a thing.
Considering I know you and
But
I
yeah, I
don't know
did
what
get
it
my
means,
The-
I don't worry.
Yeah, other.
It's okay.
Whooshy
Nothing
thing.
against.
Yes.
Yep.
Where are your
My
T-shirts?
brain is shutting down. So everyone is dressed in fine clothes, in a violet purple, that is about the same color as the tree and, as you all know, to be the stone. And I mean, like, there's, like, what do you guys plan to do, right? So there's kind of in.
You go watch the parade.
There's been a type of dock set up. So there's the bridge that goes across the river, right? There's kind of a dock that's set up that extends off of that bridge, so that there's like a kind of a central performing area. And just throughout the town, there are different like party games. There's dancers and music, and just kind of what you would picture for celebrations type of a deal. And later, the Grand Cleric is going to come out and kind of give his annual speech about the great battle and the tree and everything. So, kind of, what do you guys want to do?
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's like anything going on? Fishy?
There's lots. Oh, fishy. Sure, go ahead.
There's lots going on.
I'm like, there's lots going on.
Yeah, so I'm looking for any clues or leads onto like the storm coming, or if there's any things lurking in the shadow.
Looking
Just
for
looking for
anyone
anything
shady?
fishy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
16.
16. In terms of fishy things, you notice an old man that's fishing. And his wife is selling fish. But I mean, you really don't notice anything, and you've been here in town for a few months, and so you don't see anything that looks like it's out of the ordinary. So you think that everything right now is actually really good.
Alright.
I have a lute, which I got my character set up. I'm
Okay.
gonna go try and join the band. See if
Okay.
I can't make some money. I'm just gonna go play with them.
Sure.
Leave the group.
Okay. Do you want to roll a performance check?
I still have the stone.
Okay, we can easily kill him.
A 3 with no bonus.
I cast medium illusion to try and make it sound not awful.
I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick.
You roll a performance check.
Yeah, here we go. That's a 1. That's
so
So his illusion
so
makes
your
him sound
timing
good.
is horrendous. I mean, you know, you're
Can people
you're
tell
trying
he's-
to
he's
get the
lute
feel of the beat,
syncing?
right? You're stomping your foot. You're trying to strum your lute in the same beat, and you're completely off, but you sound awesome for whatever reason. Like you're even stunned. You're like, this sounds so good.
In the crowd, I make eye contact and give him a knowing nod. And
I'm
then
starting to like you a little bit more.
I
realize
press to
something's going on.
digitize his lute to have an odd smell.
No.
And
No.
you and I mean people are so impressed that I mean they're tossing coins at you, like they are so impressed with you. They've kind of just ignoring the rest of the they're just ignoring the rest of the band, and they're just, I mean, like I said, just throwing money at you. And so wow, okay.
I spent a lot of money.
Yeah, you become an
No, I'm
emperor.
rolling terrible.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's
I
fine.
guess they can tell.
I played terribly.
The money's just flying past you. That's the issue.
Yeah.
I'm too into the music. I can't even see the
You're
money
not
coming
even
in.
paying attention to the music. I rolled 2 D100s and I got 2 6s.
So 66?
No, I rolled
66 sounds
two.
right.
So basically, I rolled 200 and I got 6 on each of them.
So you got
Okay.
12 coins.
So you got 12 coins. Yeah,
Well, I
12
mean,
gold pieces.
12 gold
That's great.
coins. Like, that's 6 meals.
That's more money than I had to start off this
Yeah.
whole game, so I'll
It's like
take it.
more than...
All right.
Yeah, but you gotta realize 200 coins just for the past year, and you got 12 of them.
And you get 14 silver pieces. We'll do that.
Can I eat some street candy? Or just fair candy? Like fish dipped in the equivalent of peanut butter? Or whatever they have here.
So they have.
It's all stream-based crawdads.
So there's a.
Cookies that look like trees.
Hold on. They do have cookies that look like trees.
I'll eat 2 of
But
those.
the most famous one is it's this candy that looks like a leaf from a tree itself, right? This very purple, violet leaf. That's the most not famous one, but the favorite of all the treats that are around.
Yo, did you ever get that cotton candy?
Not yet. There was a line.
So is there anything like, so I'm asking as Heather to the DM and you, Jeremy, is there anything going to be happening here at the festival? Like, I don't know if you can tell me that.
Like, how do you mean?
Like, is there anything happening at in the festival to drive for the story, the plot?
Well, if I told you that, then what's the point in...
I feel like the answer has to be yes. We haven't fought anything yet.
No.
Okay, I
I
say
don't know.
dance with me, Ragrid, but then I fall down and landed more treats and eat them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
kick
I
you
guess-
Spartacus or
I think I'm doing too much Ragrid. You gotta dance with Beard or Atla.
both are too tough for me, so I'm not.
I'll just pick you off the ground and like.
Okay, so they're dancing to the music, probably. Atla, what are you doing at your cool
I'm definitely not
street
dancing.
fair?
That ain't like that.
I'm in my curtain with the hood over my head.
Okay, you're standing there
So
like a
I'm in
Sith
my-
Lord.
I'm in my what'd you say?
So you're standing there like a Sith Lord in the background.
Pretty much.
Good.
With my hood over. And I'm observing.
So,
I see some kids and I go play.
so the cookie that looks like a tree is 1 copper piece. The leaf type looking one is 3 copper pieces.
Okay, I buy the cookie and the leaf, and then I leave them 3 gold pieces of tip.
All right, you got it.
Yeah. I say, I'm new around here. I don't know the proper amount to tip. It's 2 weeks' wages.
And they respond, actually it's 6 gold.
You are marking down all of this gold that you're,
Yeah, I
all
got
of this money. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. 'Cause-
What's the conversion, gold to copper?
So, 1 gold piece equals 100 copper pieces.
Great.
What's copper to silver?
So one silver piece equals 10 copper pieces. So 10 silver equals a gold. There's an electrum piece, which is half of a gold piece. So 50 copper pieces or 5 silver pieces for those of you keeping track at home.
Okay, I break
And then
my
there's a platinum piece, which is
Yeah.
10 gold pieces worth.
I break my tree cookie into 3 and give them each a piece of cookie. So anyone see anything shady?
I see 4.
I'm on the band.
Oh, you're in the band. That's right.
Wait, where did you get
Collecting
Cookie.
Yeah.
Thanks.
your Chihuahua gold piece.
It's
They're in
just
my
one
pouch.
bite.
Yeah, put a third of gold cookie.
Yeah, you could have bought 100 cookies. Wait, how much were the cookies? Like 3
Like,
copper pieces?
The cookie was 1 copper piece.
You could have bought like 300 cookies.
I would have been over encumbered.
The poor woman would not have been able to create that many cookies. Okay. So, I mean, no one's seen anything, but, you know, after a couple of hours of celebration, right, people start to kind of gather around the center of the town, which is that platform that they've created for today. And the Grand Cleric comes out, right, he comes walking down the pathway, and he's being led over to the, or he's headed over to that platform, right? He gets up there, and everyone's kind of starting to hush down.
This is a grand cleric.
Mhm.
Is he about to give a speech?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
That's crucial.
Do we have to listen to it again?
All right, love you too.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm speaking on Ragrid's behalf.
All right, yeah, I'm
He
sure.
was pretty bored.
Dude, beard is gold too.
Yes.
On something.
What check would I roll to check if anyone's gonna attack the Grand
You are too paranoid.
Roll.
Really interesting.
I would say that's
How about
either an
right?
insight check or a perception check. I'll let you
You
decide.
good? I want to try one now.
Ginger.
Insight.
If you like ginger,
Well,
you'll like it.
see which one's
They're
better
both
for you.
5.
Oh, they're both 5. Oh,
When I
okay.
eat sushi, I usually eat all the
So.
ginger.
No, and you'll like this.
I see. That's why you let me choose though.
Disgusting.
15.
A 15.
Yeah.
No, everyone. You recognize all the faces from around town. That you've seen them. You know, everyone's face at least once over the last few months, and you recognize really everyone that's here.
It's 2,000
So.
people. You know a lot of people.
I'm popular.
She's, you're
Already
pretty
married.
sure that no one's going to attack them.
Alright.
Do we see the
Um,
bailiff?
The bailiff's there. Yeah, the bailiff, you know, he's the first one to get up, and he announces, right, and this, you know, and as per tradition, the Grand Cleric is going to give us, you know, the gratitude speech to the tree, right, and he lets the Grand Cleric come up, and the Grand Cleric says something to the effect of, in order to not bore some of you.
Well, you could just say he repeats his speech.
Right, but his speech, because most of you have never heard it before, Barrick being probably the only one that has. He says something to the effect of, you know, kind of retelling the story of, you know, 100,000 years ago, the great battle, you know, and praise be to Eldaf for giving us the protector and the gift in order to ward off the evil creatures, right? And he motions up to the tree, and everyone turns to look at it. And he says, and may the tree ever live, right? And everyone echoes, and may the tree ever live. And suddenly, a leaf falls off of the, very, very slowly, you know, while everyone's looking at it, a leaf falls
So
off of
everyone
the tree.
notices the leaf falling?
Everyone absolutely notices, and you hear a few people. Most of the crowd gasps, and a few people scream.
So
And
leaves have never fallen off this tree before.
no, this tree has
Ever living.
stood immovable and steadfast for as long as everyone can remember.
If I'm within sight, I'd like to compare the cookie in my hand to the leaf on the ground. The
You are
fate.
a couple hundred yards away from it.
Okay, so I
Alright.
can't see it.
Hallelujah.
And as the leaf is falling, once it touches the ground, suddenly it starts. It kind of just catches into flames, right? And and suddenly that flame grows taller and taller, and suddenly when the flame dissipates, you see this weird purple-skinned creature with
I knew
black
something was
hair
coming.
and this large beard made of tentacles all over its face, and it's holding a large
Ew.
staff with a huge blade on the end, and it has the most malicious look on its face, and it gives out this snarl, scream,
Is it a mind flare?
hybrid. It is not. No, it's not a mind flare.
Don't they have like tentacles? Like the way you
Yes,
just
you
described
would
it,
be
didn't you?
correct.
Okay. I say.
But no, this
Peabody
is an actual
assemble.
beard. You see, eyes, nose, mouth, and then a beard of these weird tentacle things. You with a mind flayer, you don't see a mouth or a nose or anything like
I
that.
thought they look like squid people.
Mind flayers do.
Like,
This guy does not. Let me show you what this guy looks like.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
So this guy,
A bearded devil.
the bearded
Beard.
devil.
He has a tail.
Guy in the middle.
He does have a
Good
tail.
observation.
Scary.
You are correct.
Everyone's standing here in awe and have this character. Yes.
We don't bring her to parties.
So, no, you can Google what this guy looks like if you can't see him from there. Sorry.
I might be blind.
It's a big table. But no, this guy, like I said, I mean, just this snarl, scream hybrid thing. And I mean, people just start running.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Holy
Run
crap.
with
Are we all
them.
within
Roll
sight of
for
each other?
initiative!
Are we all within sight of each other?
I would assume so.
Initiative?
I'm right next to you. I've been following you around.
Okay, I
it's
say
like
beard,
you roll
battle
first to
positions.
Do I throw you
It's
up
like
on my
determine
board fighting?
Why are we
Yeah,
attacking
yeah.
it?
Uh-oh.
We just
I
assume,
roll
we just assume it's evil.
an insight check to see what
Well,
this
it's
guy's
definitely
Maybe you're
But
right.
he does have
Yeah. Maybe we should
Like,
talk to
what
it.
is
That's
he
literally- I want
here
to
to do? Is he going
Okay,
to attack
yeah,
us?
so-
Is he going after the stone? I'm trying to find out.
Yeah, roll insight.
There's
was-
combat music playing?
18 plus
don't
5
talk to
equals
it.
23.
I was too
23
eager
insight.
to.
Is there combat music playing?
No, this guy,
They're
malicious
his.
and does
So
not.
he's trying to kill, but is he going after
Quick,
the
I have
gemstone?
axes,
Like,
I'll
why
throw
is
it.
he
You
here?
don't know his end goal. You know that he's gonna kill
Alright.
at least.
Alright, I think that was kind of
Okay.
useless. I think we
And
can find it out just by looking.
he
I think talking to him was a good idea.
so
Sounds like it's
he,
not gonna work.
He leaps and when he leaps like 30 feet in the air, and lands on the other side of the stream, and is now very close to all of you.
So I can't cast jump while he's jumping to make him like
Yeah,
fly
I think we
into a
should roll
building.
initiative.
Correct.
That was smart.
You
Yeah.
cannot.
Well,
Roll initiative?
Everyone roll initiative.
What number is that?
So roll a
Yeah,
d20.
Okay. I got a 3.
20!
13.
I think
Plus,
I got an 18,
I got 4.
but I may have rolled the
Yeah,
wrong
That means
dice.
as
These
he's
both
jumping,
20s.
you just hold your sword up and close your eyes and he just jumps right into it.
Ooh.
Oh!
I have
You're right,
two.
they are.
Okay, I
They are
got
both
18. Oh, 18 plus 3. So I got 21.
So 21.
Sorry.
Okay, we both got 21. Let's go.
Best friend squad.
All right. So, okay. How we're gonna do this is we're gonna go. Who has a 25 to 20? What'd you get?
They both
21.
got 21.
You both got 21. Who has a higher
Plus 11.
dexterity?
I
I
have
got
12.
16.
So, Spartacus will go first.
The fear.
Sounds fair.
So Spartacus and then Beard.
I know, crap.
Well, I can
The
give my
3-year-old
turn.
body.
Well, hold on.
I-
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's finish figuring
Okay.
out initiative here. Okay. Who got a 20 to 15? Okay. 15 to 10.
13.
13. Barrick. 10 to 5.
I got 6.
I got 4.
Yikes.
So if you have a dexterity modifier, you add it to it, right?
You'll add your what's under your initiative bonus.
Yeah.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
So you can add that to it.
Plus
Yeah, I had
dexterity,
plus 0.
initiative
Oh,
plus
okay.
dexterity.
Yeah.
'Cause my
Oh, then I
dexterity's
got-
plus 0.
7.
Or sorry, it's just your
Okay.
initiative plus what you rolled. Okay, so 6, Logan.
Yeah.
6 and then 4.
Oh, I guess
Okay.
7 technically.
Or 7.
Oh no, 6. That's wrong.
Radgrid and then a top.
Oh,
Radgrid is rather slow.
It says, don't
No,
worry,
sorry,
folks.
sorry.
Yeah.
The half elf is the
Okay.
slowest one.
I'm, you know,
That adds
I.
up, yeah.
Heather, do you mind helping me keep track of
The
initiative?
human
order?
half is strong.
Sure.
That's just that's
You can
the
have
order
strong
right
the
there.
elf this week.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Maybe.
Lord of the Rings.
okay.
That was just instead of that.
Yeah.
Display my low wisdom.
So Spartacus is first, right?
Wait, so do you want me? Yeah, he's first.
Yeah. So
Am
you'll
I
just keep
tracking
track
anything?
and when.
Just the order.
Yeah.
Alright.
Exactly. So Spartacus, you're first.
Okay. I'm gonna give my turn to. We can switch, right?
So what you can do on your turn is you can delay your turn and say, I'm going to delay and do your turn another time, right? And you'll just
Okay.
kind of interject your turn somewhere else.
Okay. So I'm gonna go after Beard. Say Beard, combat position,
Cool.
and give him a turn.
Yeah, so you're riding on my back
Oh,
again.
should we
Yeah, I
draw
think
this?
that should happen. Yep, I agree.
Alright.
Draw this? We should draw this, guys. Yes, those, thank you.
So he gives me a ride.
Michael, can I get a wet paper towel from you?
Sure.
Thank
So
you.
he's sitting on
How
your
wet does
shoulder.
a paper
You're
towel
swinging
need to be?
this guy.
Just
He's
wet enough to
casting
clean up the board.
Hey, it worked
Make
for
you
the
sweat.
rats, man. Question, how far away am I from this?
That's what we're just about to figure out. Everyone get. It's most likely going to be your D4. Or
for
here. Sorry.
I'll put
Let
a
me get.
D6 down.
Wait,
just
Wait, but
because
they're
I
all
have
the
a lot
same
of
color.
those.
Yep, I just
Okay.
realized that. So
the pyramid? Yeah.
There you go.
That's cool, Dice.
beautiful.
We
Thank
need
you.
little minifigures.
Yeah, that's one of the next investments I'm gonna make. But I also just spent $200 on microphones, so
Oh, it was beautiful.
Whoa.
It was so beautiful.
That's kind of cool.
yeah, it's a wet and erase board. So-
Do you try the really good ginger things that Christian brought?
Oh, I did it tight.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Eat 'em
I
all.
thought it was to
It's
ask, I
like
forgot.
spicy.
It's ginger spicy.
Ginger
Yeah.
juice. I kind of like ginger, so I'm. Oh, it's.
Oh, then you're gonna love this.
Man, I can't wait to kill this guy.
Oh, is this
We're taking them alive.
before my
Tastes like
character?
ginger.
They can be, yeah. Wait, yeah. Because you have different
Okay.
dice and stuff.
Oh, are we giving them dice?
Those are our characters.
Oh.
I'm bringing a little Lego guy next time.
Okay, perfect. Works for me.
Okay.
I
whisper in Beard's ear as non-romantically as is possible. Take him alive. And then I feel him blush, and I'm like, it was not non-romantic.
I mean, not that these are important, but these are the pathways.
Pretty good.
Some of blue.
That was fun, right?
I like how it's like sweet and spicy. I mean, that's what it says, but it's like a cool combination.
You pretending
Literally,
I'm a fan.
sweet and spicy
Yeah.
at the exact same time. What?
Kind of
I
funky.
said, you're pretending like you can read this? But then I realized there was English on here. I thought it was all.
Her Chinese is really improved. That's what happened outside.
Can I have another one?
Yeah. Eat them all.
Where'd you get them?
Do that.
The store.
Does anyone want to try
The
Frozen
store?
Charleston?
Not the store.
You?
I think I bought them at Smith's,
Yeah.
maybe?
Cool.
I don't remember.
Wait, Michael, what'd you offer?
A frozen Charleston chew.
What's
What
that?
is
Is that a
that?
thing?
Charleston chew is this candy that, like, if you keep it for a long time, basically becomes like concrete. And someone gave me some. It's like, put it in your freezer, so I did.
I'll eat one.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're supposed
Sure.
to freeze them, right?
I don't
Why
know.
not?
No.
I think that is the case.
Okay, so
Now this is some real combat music.
this one is the Dungeons and Dragons Fantasy Action Music,
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Volume 1.
We're getting into some action here.
Okay, so, oh, dude, boom.
Is that the bad guy?
That's the bad guy.
That is an epic. Can I roll this dice next time?
I mean, it's just solid metal, so I don't roll it very often because of like wood tables and stuff. It'll dent it.
It's so cool.
That's heavy.
I think it's called like the Dwarven dice or something.
Okay, so this is one of the streams, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So the tree was like over here.
Yeah. So he cleared, and then. So I guess realistically, he's gonna be over there, because the other stream.
So this is where the tree
So-
was, but then he jumped over here.
So he jumped from here over to here.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, no. Load me
Oh,
up.
Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
That is so different.
Food for the poor.
You gotta buy them.
Hey,
You
you
gotta
got
get
some
gold
rolling.
heck yeah.
And if you're anything like Spartacus, you have to tip.
Alright, and we're all together, right?
Correct. Yeah.
There's 5 of us.
I assume that you guys were probably.
No, I was separate. I was with the band.
Oh, that's right.
Which one are you?
I don't know.
I'm the
I'm the red.
That's me.
He's the pink.
That one's you. So you're black.
I'll be this guy.
Okay.
Spartacus would be
Where's the
green.
band?
Should we say the band was
What's
like
what are
over on
these
that
right
side?
here?
So these are these
Oh.
are the streams.
So you guys think we can take this guy alive, or he's gonna disappear into fire?
I don't know. We gotta find out. We gotta make
I
some.
want to kill him.
You want to kill him?
Take his beard.
Do you have
I
one?
think he's gonna be.
I never gave
The
you one.
beard collectors.
Yeah.
Mine is the same color.
Yeah, as
as
everyone else.
Yeah.
So let me grab.
I can be represented.
No,
by
I think
No,
you're
no,
green.
his is, we have
He's
enough.
green.
We have enough.
Oh.
Yeah, his is green.
All right.
We have 5 D4s out there.
My favorite color.
Who are these people?
So those are
Concerned
those aren't people. Those are like merchant stands,
Oh, okay.
right? So like one's selling treats, another one's selling like purple fabric.
Convenient bombs we can throw at him.
They contain flour.
Maybe his bag is flour.
Okay, so we're by each other. That's another. These are all merchant places, right?
Yes.
And these are pathways. This orange.
Yeah.
These are trees,
Those are buildings.
buildings. And this pathway. Okay, and he's right there.
Yes.
And he sees us. He's coming after us.
Yes.
How big
Everyone
is this
else-
square? Is this like 5
5
feet? Okay.
Beard, you take the first attack.
Oh, is it go time?
Yep,
You
it's go
decide
time.
to attack.
I think we're done with setup.
You can decide anything you want.
So how
did you
far
jump
away
on
is
his
he?
shoulders?
Do you put me
Say
on your
again?
shoulder?
Yeah, where he's on my shoulder.
Okay, I'm on your
Okay.
shoulder.
So he's
So-
right here. He's like just bounce that on there for me, Heather.
So he's over here. You guys are there.
Which is how far away?
That's a good question. We're looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, about 40 feet.
40 feet. I move 30 feet towards him.
Okay, you guys want to move him?
You're just going straight at him.
I'm
Huh?
charging
This
him.
is
30 feet, and you said he's
Actually,
40
we'll go
feet.
20. We'll go 20. We'll take cover next to that little merchant stand thing.
Alright, you're taking cover behind it.
So he's not attacking, he's just running close to it.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
you
just
throw
getting
something?
prepared. I mean, I can throw Spartacus, but I don't think
I like it. I
There's
like it.
Our low health wizard.
I have a 50 foot of hempen rope. I can tie him up if you throw it just right. Tie him up and I'm holding the rope.
He is a devil, though. I don't know if the rope's gonna hold him.
Is that your attack?
Wait, are
So-
you done with. Okay.
I'm done with my turn now.
You
So
could do-
Spartacus is up.
You could do a long distance or a ranged attack if you have anything
Oh,
like
yeah, I
that.
do have a light crossbow.
So you could shoot your light crossbow at him.
Yeah, I'll attempt that. I'll use a bolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
So D20.
D20.
I got a 15 plus dexterity, like the modifier.
Plus your proficiency bonus as well.
What's my proficiency? Where is it?
Wait.
It'll be a plus 2.
Just 30
Okay,
and.
so
Yeah,
that's
three.
18 total.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 18 total, that'll hit.
You add your
So-
dexterity too?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Damage, which is what for the light crossbow?
Light crossbow. I'll have to show all of you how to mark this down on the character sheet. A light crossbow does 1d8 piercing damage.
1d8.
Correct.
Is this the d8? I don't know what the d8
Is that your wand?
Yeah, I think this is the d8.
I have a wand, I have a magic
3.
ring.
Plus your dexterity.
That's how I spent the 3 days. I was trying to
So
swallow
4
the
total.
ring so I wouldn't have to
4
carry
total?
it anymore. Didn't work, got choked.
I mean, you kind of like graze his shoulder, but I mean, he seems very unfazed by
Didn't
it.
you say I hit him?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
But you grazed him, and you made a visible mark, but he's just
Unfazed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Sparty?
my turn.
No, you
How many
took
hit
your
points did
No,
that
No.
he didn't. He switched it.
how many what?
4 hit points?
That was 4.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you swap? Is that an ability of yours?
No, just if you want on your initiation thing, you can be like, I'll go after.
Initiative, not initiation.
You know what? I've never played the game. It's
Yeah.
amazing I
So
brought the paper.
so when it comes to your turn, when it comes to your turn,
At
I'll
your
do
own
all the
house.
explaining and everything.
What are you gonna do?
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, Spartacus, go ahead.
Okay, I say, I got him, folks. Stand back.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe I should figure that out before I roll a dice. I cast Witch Bolt. Yeah. I don't know, if I greased him up, maybe that'd make him easier to fight. and get them all greasy. How does grease work? Can I grease a person, or does it just have to be where they're standing?
Is grease a spell?
Yeah.
Is it a cantrip?
It's Grease
Nope,
Lightning.
Level 1, yeah. That's what I'm
Oh, it's
thinking.
a level
We
1
grease
spell?
them up, and then we lightning them.
I've got Thunder Wave.
Hey!
It's kind of like Grease Lightning.
Yeah, I like
You
how this
follow.
is going.
Wait,
Follow
Grease
him
Lightning
up,
is an
so-
actual spell?
No, but Grease is, and he's
No,
got.
go Grease Lightning. You burn
Yeah.
up a quarter mile.
So your spell just like covers them in grease.
Well, we'll find out.
You are
But if we grease them, then it's all fireable.
Lightning, grease.
Only we sing
He
that song.
truly was in the band.
Yeah, that was my I rolled a 3.
Yeah, you missed it. It
my
was
skill.
not a good day.
But you guys were all amazed by me singing that because of the spell you
Honestly, I was amazed by
Are
this
there,
big
like,
devil.
Okay,
You
so
have
you're
the
throwing
devil
your money at him
king
now.
come because of
Kind of
the song.
amazing.
so grease.
Yep.
It lasts for a minute. Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range and turns into difficult terrain for the duration. When the grease appears, each creature standing in the area must succeed on a dex saving throw or fall prone. Creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must succeed on a dex saving throw or fall prone. And you can cast it up to 60 feet, so you could actually cast it right where he's at.
So we cast it at him and he falls in the stream. Do you think he'll die? Can he swim?
Seems
He's way
unlikely.
Down with like.
I doubt he will, but we can try it.
Alright. You know what? I am going to cast grease.
Wait, wouldn't that like
Well, you said you're 10 feet
impair
away.
your firebolts and stuff? Or do you have other
No, they're
offensive stuff?
flammable.
But he's gonna be in the water.
Oh, yeah, then we lightning him.
Okay.
It's a win-win. Is anyone planning on going up and punching him in the face? Because if I do grease, other people are gonna grease into him. It's gonna be a huge mess.
Well, no, you'll shoot him first before any of us get there. So
Well, the grease stays there. It's like it's not like the grease
it's
is
on
what's
the
hurting.
bridge,
It's
right?
on the.
It only lasts for 1 minute though.
Yeah.
It's on the
What do you-
Which
so
is
what are you gonna do?
10 rounds
Come on.
of combat.
Okay, you know
Oh,
what?
really?
Fine, I'm gonna
It's a long
gonna
time.
lightning
It's a long
bolt
time.
him or witch bolt. I'm
The
gonna witch
music's
bolt him.
getting-
Yeah.
You missed your chance.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm afraid you guys are gonna
Wait, are you doing witch bolt or grease?
witch bolt because I was
Okay.
afraid everyone's gonna slip into the river. and
Witch
there's
bolt
only-
is a really good option, I'll be honest.
Witch bolt.
Excellent choice.
Oh, thanks. 7 plus 6, 13.
A 13?
Yep.
You hit him.
Yeah.
Where's the plus 6 from? What's
Oh, I'm
Oh, that
have
thing, yeah,
wizard
yeah.
powers because I'm so intelligent.
So the reason why Witch Bolt is such a good option is because when you hit with this spell, then you basically maintain a connection with them, and every turn after that you can just use your action to just deal damage to them. You don't have to roll to see if you hit, because you've already hit them.
That's
Ah.
cool.
And when it's one creature like this, that is the perfect solution.
That's really cool.
Oh,
So-
this is the
So
Divided
anyway,
Lightning.
and I think it's a
Yeah,
D12
going down.
of damage.
Sounds like
Helm's
it.
Deep.
So I believe that it's a D12 of damage. So roll a D12.
Okay. So 12 on this.
D12 lightning damage.
yeah, you got him.
We got
So,
1 point of damage.
Maybe I miss him. Maybe I hit one of his snake beards. There he goes. Then dies. He's unaffected. His beard will never be the same.
But like I said, because you hit, you can now just deal damage every turn after this.
Okay.
Wait, is
And
your
it's a
name Barrick
D12
or
damage?
Control?
Mhm.
My
Okay,
name is
so
Barrett.
his
Is my
last
first name.
name.
It's
Oaken
a
Shield's
really
my
good
last
spell
name.
Oh, okay.
Barrett.
if you can hit
Got it.
Yeah.
that first time. Otherwise, you just waste
Good
the
solid
spell.
dwarf name.
Buried.
So,
I think so.
all right, who's
back
after
to
Spartacus?
I think I am, unless the devil's going.
Nope, devil's after.
So I have the orb. Should I run away from him?
Nah, throw it at him.
I'm not gonna do
I
that.
have a hard time reading.
Maybe it defeats him.
Alright, I'm gonna cast. What does Entangle do?
Entangle basically creates it's like a 20-foot radius.
It's like a bunch of plants coming out of the ground.
Yeah, of plants and
Grab
vines and stuff, and it makes it difficult terrain. It can trip people up, slow them down.
them. Yeah, I play Pokemon. I know that goes.
And Thunder Wave, would that do anything against this guy?
I mean, it basically you clap your hands together and create a force, and I think that he has to make a saving throw in order to resist the damage. He takes half damage, and if he fails, he gets pushed back 10
Into the
feet.
river?
Do it.
Could be.
What is that dry land he's on now?
He's over the dry land right now. These are
Knock
the
him
two
into that
streams.
river.
Okay, I'm gonna. Alright, so first I'm gonna move. Because I want to push him towards the stream. Because I don't really have any good way to do that.
Does
I'm
anyone
gonna-
know where
you're-
Easy
I'm this guy.
You're that guy, okay.
Fighters.
So
So,
maybe I'll go.
so there's actually
I think
another.
level, 'cause I have
uh,
1d10 plus level.
1d10 plus 5.
I don't know how loud this is again on the recording.
2 hit points. So
There's
like,
actually going to be another bridge
Do any of you
that
guys want
comes
this
right
like,
there.
Dorito flavored popcorn? It's like it's not even great, but if anyone wants to try it,
Sure,
Try it.
I'll try it.
I'll try
okay,
it.
I recommend eating it on those bowls.
All right, I'm gonna come this way. So I'm gonna go
You have to eat it.
1. So I can move 25 feet. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20,
What?
25.
It's a
Yep.
what?
Heal.
All right, and
Oh,
I'm
sick.
thunder waving him. How far can I thunder wave?
For my nose.
Is he close enough?
Oh yeah. 1d10 plus
What am I
level.
doing? I can just look this up on my phone.
I think I already did.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting popcorn.
Do you want to put it? You can eat it.
Oh yeah, not even on that way.
That's gross.
I kind of like that.
Okay.
Doritos.
Thunder Wave.
Did you share it?
So it's centered on yourself, and it's a 15-foot cube that goes out from where you're standing. So you can't hit him from where you're at. So basically, he needs to be within 15 feet of you in order for it to be effective.
Can he run up and like? be
But they
like,
take
"Thunder,
2d8 thunder damage.
Thunder,
There
thunder,
you go.
thunder wave.
Probably closer.
You get those from Costco?
Can I entangle him?
I don't even remember. Anyone have any trash and take it back?
So weeds and vines sprout out of the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point, and the range on that is 90 feet. So yes.
After cheese flavor in your mouth without
Alright,
eating the
90
dust.
feet. Well, in that case, I'm not going this way, so I'm going to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to entangle where he is.
Okay.
What do I do to entangle?
Honestly, nothing. You just say and mark off the spell slot. Creatures in the area when you cast the spell must make a strength saving throw or be restrained by the plants until the spell ends. A restrained creature can spend its action to make a strength check to break free.
What?
So what is your spell save DC? It is a 13. So he needs to beat a 13.
Do I need to draw the entangle on there or no?
We'll draw it. So he gets a dirty 20, so he is not restrained, but he still is in it. So if he's gonna move, it's gonna be slow for him.
Okay.
But a 20-foot radius, holy crap,
Pretty big.
it's really big.
Make
20 foot.
our own magic tree out of that. Place the broken one.
So I mean, centered on a point. So I'm assuming you want him to just be the center of
I
it.
guess, yeah.
So let's say that he's right there. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, wow.
5, 10, 15, 20.
We are
5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait.
Spartacus and I.
5, 10,
are-
15, 20.
That'd be 40 by 40.
It's a 20-foot radius. Radius is half of a circle.
Oh shoot. That's huge.
Yep.
Alright. All of that's entangled. I conveniently just miss you
Nope,
guys.
no you don't.
We're like
Nah,
right on
you
the
would miss them.
Wait, so did he get them?
Sorry, it looks
I
like
think we were
you.
only 10 feet away, weren't
We were 20 feet away.
we? Oh,
So
okay.
it actually goes right there. So you got
Nice.
the. So you
Good work.
just
Open
right
field.
at your
Wow.
tiptoes.
Hiding behind
And
the
suddenly
merchant
this thing
places.
comes in,
Yeah,
but you do
we're
get the
camouflaged in the thickets.
the merchant stand.
And it's
How do
slow for us
I
to walk
mark
through that,
this?
right?
So what do I do to mark that? Do I mark that I used it or what?
Yeah, so basically just put a tally mark on there.
Where does the tally mark go?
The expended spell slots.
Just was one here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have 2 spell slots. You've used one of them.
Oh, okay, I see.
So you use one more. before
Alright,
you
now
finish.
it's the devil's turn.
But you do have cantrips too. So now it's the devil's turn. Okay. I need to show both of you this app that lets you look up spells and everything. It's
Okay.
super nice.
What's it called?
Yeah, it's a good question. It is called Complete Reference. So if you put in D&D Complete Reference, and it's got a picture of a green dragon on it with a 5.
Alright, I'm downloading it.
Okay, we'll just make it super easy.
This is D&D 5 we're playing.
Yep, we're playing D&D 5e.
Perfect.
We'll go into
Now
that
I'm Googling,
sometime.
but I will probably get that later.
Okay. Okay. So the devil, is just kind of like barraged with all this stuff, but it's also not phased by any of it, right? It takes this thing is called a glaive. It takes it and starts swiping at the vines that are at its feet, trying to restrain it. But he moves forward, and he only has half movement, so he's able to go 15 feet.
Hey, you saved
One,
us.
two.
Thank you,
Yay.
Commissioner.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. Maybe
Yeah.
he has a ranged attack.
So you guys are.
throw the merchant card into him. They might kill him.
That's like grabbed by
So,
lions.
what's super funny though is that so this glaive, it's basically a huge staff
Mm-hmm.
with a giant blade on the end,
Uh-huh.
and so he gets an extended reach with it.
Oh wow.
So he can reach 10 feet away from him. So he can actually attack you guys from where he's at.
Well, I've got my shield out, so hopefully I don't die.
I'm praying
Wow.
for the release of
Alright,
that.
Radbridge. Or is that? Oh, sorry. Is it still going?
So yeah, it's still gonna
Have a
go
buy
real
more
quick.
things?
So because Beard, you're the one that's there. He's going for you. What's your?
Can I go rinse my hand up?
I'm not
Oh, yeah.
too worried. He gets a 10.
I have an 18 armor class combined with the shield.
Cool. So he misses. His foot gets caught on the little
Sparty's
thing.
on
and
his
just kinda-
back.
Yeah.
Spartacus is on his back, but
Does he get protected?
you would get technically what's like half cover or something. So your armor class does kind of go up a little bit because you're
Okay.
harder to hit. Whoops. Okay, who's after the devil?
Radbridge.
Get him!
Did he hit you?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
turns out this guy's a punk.
So if you're on his back, you get a +2 to your armor class.
Nate.
That is if he's, in front of Beard, but if he's behind Beard, your armor class goes back to normal. So we'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay, I have 25 movement, so I can go right there.
Okay?
And I'm gonna throw an axe at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Add your proficiency and your dexterity.
9.
You miss. It goes whizzing past his head.
No, no.
So do I need to mark down that I lost one of my axe, or can I just say I pick it up at the end? Of the
You
battle?
can.
Have the
Well, I'm gonna have you roll because
evacuated,
it
or
may
is-
have fallen into the
Yeah,
river.
they all
It may
ran.
Okay.
may get lost.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
gonna have you roll to look for it.
Right now.
No, at the end.
Oh, okay.
No, you're not gonna go running and looking for it.
could.
Runs past the devil. Hold on.
I gotta get my axe.
Okay. After.
Now it's my turn.
Okay.
So now what I'm gonna do is I can move 40 feet.
Wow,
So I'm
you're
gonna do
fast.
is I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna run to him and I'm gonna attack him with my sickle and try to slice his head off, like try to
Sickle?
wrap it around it, slice his head off.
Okay. Do you have 40 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Or sorry, from where you're at, you.
Let's see, I was right here, I think.
Yeah.
And these are up each a foot.
Each 5 feet.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can run
Yeah.
circles around him.
Yeah. So you're good.
literally,
So you can get
if
to
you
him.
wanted to.
Do I get entrapped in this stuff if I enter it?
It doesn't look like it.
Alright, sounds good.
It just says creating difficult terrain. So yeah. So. Dang it. So your movement is halved in difficult terrain,
You'd still
but
make
you're
it right there.
you're still good right there.
Remind me of your class.
Half elf monk.
Monk. Okay.
Yep.
What does a monk do?
I don't know.
It's like a kung fu
Punches
wizard.
people who-
I can punch. Like she
Okay.
can punch and punch and punch,
Yep.
and punch a few more times.
Oh
Are they
yeah, I have my
pointy?
key points.
Yeah, you have
too.
key points
I
now.
forgot about that.
Yeah, you're gonna use your circle.
You guys say
this guy.
chi or chi? Because someone
Chi.
told me that.
But no, I said it's life chi.
I think it is chi.
It's
Ki.
kind of considered chi, but it's ki.
Like, how's it spelled?
Okay.
K-I.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's key.
It looks like a key.
Are you a monk, Michael?
She holds out this key and it just disappears, and then she can punch.
Okay.
next
That's
time.
what I thought.
Wait,
thought
maybe
she
I
said
should make a
chi.
different attack. I'm nervous being so
She's
close.
like,
I'm
I
gonna
have
do it.
ki.
Here I go.
I'm gonna great to you.
15 plus. Do I do strength or dexterity?
For that one, it'll be a strength.
18.
18?
Yeah.
That hits.
Did I slice his head off?
You do not slice his head off, right? I mean, you kind of circle it around, and in a way, you could attempt to grapple him, as it's called, where you kind of, type of a deal. But I mean, you kind of take it, and you're like surprised at how meaty and thick this guy's neck is. I mean, it's like pure muscle, and it's
Snakes too.
and this guy is.
Snakes chomp at me?
They're not snakes. They're like these weird vine spiked tentacles.
Move?
Yeah, they move.
So can they attack me now that
Yes.
I'm so close?
Yes, actually.
Alright.
Scary.
So roll your damage. That
Wait, sorry, I don't know what.
it's a sickle, was it?
Yeah, sickle.
Where do you have the sickle? You should write it right here, and then you can write the attack.
Yeah, write
like
out the rest of the stuff.
The dice. so
Sickle does a
know where
D4
to-
of slashing.
Oh, that one, D4.
D4.
Yeah, D4. So what your character is right now. Here.
Oh, you're right. Forgot. That's like
Plus your strength.
4. Oh, wait.
Wait, I'm
yeah,
like,
4.
huh?
Plus 1.
Plus
Oh.
1.
I was doing that strength. 2.
Worked out.
Okay, so you do 2 points of damage.
Do we get
Right,
to
so
know
you
how
come-
strong he is, or we just keep battling him?
You just
until
keep
he dies?
going.
Okay.
I'll let you know when he's bloodied, and bloodied
That
is when.
didn't bloody him at all.
No.
You did 2 damage.
So
Maybe
So-
hit him better.
so I'll say this real
devil.
quick. So in the technical world of D&D, a character or a creature's hit points is a conglomeration of both like mental abilities and physical abilities. So the idea of it being that the total hit points, it could be like you spook them, you throw them off, right? And that takes away some of their hit points. When they're bloodied, that's when they drop below half hit points, and that's kind of the idea of when you start drawing blood. Right? So that's like the technical term of it. Most people just say, yeah, you hit a bunch more times, you keep hitting them, and they keep not dying, but even though you're doing a lot of damage to them, right? So does that make sense?
Yep.
So that's why, right? And so when you're like, that didn't bloody him, like, yes, that drew blood, but also it technically didn't, depending on how the DM plays it. So anyway, cool.
So now it's back up to Spartacus?
If that was the bottom, yeah. Then
Yeah,
we
that
go
was
back
the
up
last
to the
one.
top.
You should punch next time.
Oh, you can still punch as a bonus action.
I could.
You can, and you
How-
you don't
how
have to
long
use
is your
a
arm?
you don't have to use a key point to just punch once. I believe. Let me double check that.
How many key points do you have?
Shit, I believe 2.
13. Oh, 2. I don't
Do
know
they
what that
like
is.
regenerate on rest?
How do I know my key points?
So you should have it written down somewhere.
Yeah, I have key DC equals 13.
Okay. But then you
I
should
forgot that
have
is.
the key points themselves.
Maybe it's inside, so.
Sorry, second level, your training allows you to harness the. Sorry, that's over here. Key points. You have 2 key points.
Alright.
After you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. However, you can. Where the heck? You can make 1. Okay, so a sickle is not a monk weapon, so therefore you cannot. So when you use your attack action with an unarmed strike or using a monk weapon, you can make 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay, but since I used a sickle, I can't.
Yeah,
do those.
because monk weapons are
They're simple weapons.
are they just simple weapons?
I have simple weapons and short swords.
Okay, so
Look at
monk
that.
weapons
Turns
are
out
short
my
swords
red
and any simple
sickness
melee
is
weapons that don't have two-handed or
most
so
deadly
never mind. You
ability.
can
Really?
so
Yeah.
so yes, so a sickle weapon is considered a monk
You
weapon.
two
A
Alright,
C8s,
I'll do
that
it.
means you can do
I'll do a
16
battle bonus attack. And
We
I
used
will.
on that rat that one time, and it like survived. And
I should have gotten
became
a dagger.
stronger.
A short sword.
That was
Can
probably.
I like try to stab him?
Probably.
Well, so the bonus action you can only punch.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, I'll punch. D20.
Yep.
8.
And that doesn't hit.
Right? 'Cause strength.
Correct. Or your dexterity, I
It's the
think.
same. Anyway.
So that, yeah. So no, it does not hit.
All right.
I say
Okay.
quick.
Okay,
Wisdom.
now we're back up to the
And
top.
I say, oh wait, that's.
Is it Mike?
We just keep going. We don't re-roll for initiative every time.
Well, yeah. Does it go back to
Oh.
Spartacus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just goes right back to
Because
the
he
top.
switched.
Okay.
So
Sure.
does it like?
So
go in
yeah,
that
so
order,
yeah,
or-
so it comes back because you're first in initiative order.
Oh, so-
You can choose when you
Oh,
do
so if
your
I
attack.
wanted, I'm not saying I'm doing this, but I could be like, oh, I want the monk to take first spot, or no?
No,
No.
you can only choose when your
Okay.
turn goes.
Gotcha. Well, I'll just do my thing because I'm just rolling for 12, just sustaining that witch bolt. I aim for
Wait, but
more
didn't the witch-
snakes.
Well,
Yeah, the witch bolt
already hit.
It's just
It already hit,
11.
so he gets to roll
Ooh,
damage
nice.
just every time
Yeah.
now.
That's 11 damage.
That does
Yep.
11 damage.
and that's his action too.
Yep, that's your action.
That seems pretty
Do
good.
you not
Yeah.
modify that?
No,
What?
with magic you don't, unless it says something in there. But with magic, because you're not used. So the reason that you add stuff to like a weapon attack is because you're adding your strength to it, right? I'm going to swing this sword hard because I'm really strong. You can't really cast magic harder because you're more smart. Exactly, right?
Shoot a electric beam of lightning, and he takes lightning damage. Take that.
Yeah. So that was that. That was that.
Well done.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, but at the same time, it's really cool. It's just like I just get to keep dealing damage to this oos.
Yeah, if I can describe what it looks like, it's just like in that Popper's play, The Return of the Monk, and where the Emperor's on the stairs shooting lightning down at the sky.
Okay, I think it's Beard next, right?
There's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Wait, so I D20.
so you D20.
Okay. Is a 7.
I guess what are you doing? I should mention.
I'm taking out my longsword, two-handing, and trying to.
Okay,
See,
I think you would have to. I
Okay.
think you would have to take like go one closer to him.
Yeah. So okay then. So I'm gonna put Spartacus down.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna safely behind the
Suck
merchant.
my
cell.
thumb.
And I'm gonna move up next to. What was your character?
Remember those
Atala.
A tall hun.
Atala.
Fires my brain.
And so I got a 7 then. How do I modify that for?
7 plus your strength plus your proficiency.
Okay, so. Wait, proficiency?
Your
Oh, okay,
proficiency is
okay.
a plus 2.
So I have a 14 in total.
So that'll hit.
Cool. And then I think it's a D10 for the longsword two-handed.
Are two-handed? Yes, D10.
Cool.
Plus
Want
your-
more,
plus your strength.
Weird popcorn.
I want to try some of that weird popcorn.
I didn't want.
I totally. Sorry.
I would
It's
love
actually
some
kinda
more, if possible. Thank you. So it is a 13.
A 13. Fetch. Okay.
Is he bloody?
He's bloody.
Oh, we're gonna win. Has anyone received any damage yet?
No, because he missed, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, he missed with the
All right,
glaive.
I've got a move. I'm
But
doing.
he's about to attack after you.
I'd love some popcorn.
That's not weird, it's amazing.
Oh, baby, yeah. Oh,
Is
that's
that
what we
his
like.
move?
That's what we like. So 1,
More?
2, 3,
Focus
4. All right, so Jeremy,
Yes.
do you get a fun name?
Do I get a fun
No.
name?
Yeah.
Jeremias,
Dungeon Master.
the dungeon.
All right, so I'm gonna move just a little bit closer. I'm gonna move
Yeah.
here, and I'm gonna cast not this guy. I'm gonna cast my cantrip of Thorn Whip,
Okay.
which is up to 30 feet away.
It was the
Okay.
way to go.
Interesting.
Thank you very much.
So he is larger, smaller. I'm guessing. What size is he?
He's a medium creature.
Okay. So on a hit. So what do I roll for a hit? I make a melee spell attack.
So roll a d20.
You don't remember.
What,
1.
Our first critical fail of the night. I'm so happy.
What happens on a critical fail? Do I get damage?
That's basically up to the DM what
Yeah, you
happens,
try
right?
to-
So there's a critical fail and a critical success. Critical fail is when you roll a
So
natural
it's like
1, as it's called, right? The number that appears on your dice is the natural number
Ew.
Okay.
before you add anything to it,
Huh?
right? So that's a
Oh,
critical
yeah,
fail.
once in
A
a
critical success is when someone rolls a natural 20.
You want?
Okay.
I don't like
So
ketchup.
Folks.
so in
Oh, you want these two chips?
so the DM
Oh,
basically
good.
gets to decide what happens.
It's okay, Michael.
Here, take
He's
these
just
two
picky.
chips off, man.
Oh, that tastes good, man. You're missing out.
I
Um,
just don't like ketchup.
Sure.
Perfect from.
All right. I just rolled a 1, so I got a
Perfect,
critical
thank you.
fail.
Um,
Bad's what happened to me.
So you cast this.
Never mind.
You'd pray with it?
That's
up
weird.
here?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It just tastes
He's
like
about
tomato
to win, so-
juice.
I think
Anyway.
it's good.
I mean, like, but it's just my brain is having a hard
It's
time.
very tomatoey. It's not so ketchupy. It's more tomato. I feel.
Yeah, it's just like tomato juice.
Yeah.
Like I'm drinking a V8.
Pretty
I
much.
tasted a lot of vinegar.
But a lot.
And there's a lot of vinegar, which is, I mean, ketchup too. So anyway, so you take this this vine and you whip it out, and you know, you don't get into a whole lot of fights, right? You're out and about. You don't get into a lot of fights, and so your eyes are actually slightly closed as you do this, and you feel the whip grasp onto something, and you're like, heck yeah, and you give it a tug. And you grabbed a Tala.
Uh-oh.
So roll damage.
Oh no.
Wait, so he tugged
D8.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. You didn't grab a Tala because I thought a Tala was the pink one. You grabbed Beard.
Chocolate.
Great.
Oh.
Sorry.
I grabbed beard. Okay.
Does my
So roll
size-
damage.
Does my body mass like
7.
contribute?
Is it a D8 or a
This
D6?
is a D8, right? Isn't it?
That's a D8, yeah.
I did 7 damage to you.
I have an armor class of 16 right now, though. Does that play a role?
In this case, no, because the DM the DM doesn't hate you. Let me say this: DM doesn't hate you, but he rolled a natural 1, so he hits a critical failure.
Okay.
So it's like a critical
That's
success,
pretty funny,
but
thank
the
you.
opposite.
Yeah,
So
So does he pull him away?
so you do pull him 10 feet back.
I was gonna pull the devil. No,
So he
forward.
pulls him into the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the water now.
So you
I
pull
was-
him into the water.
I was gonna pull the devil into the water.
Yeah.
So he. Wait,
But
is
he
this like.
missed.
He like casts this epic spell, eyes closed, whip comes out and wraps around him, and he's like, what the heck? And he just gets yanked into the water.
Yep. That's exactly what happens.
Does your
Right.
armor block
And the
it at all?
demon's just like.
No.
Alright, so
So-
what happens to him being in the water?
And I forgot to mention, this guy is pretty big. Like he's about the size of Beard, right? In terms of just size and height.
Changes things.
So
I always saw.
What happens to beard in the river?
we'll find out on his turn.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, well that went poorly.
Wait, how much damage did I take?
7.
7?
From my spot behind the merchant cart, I hear the sounds of combat, and I say, "Sounds like it's going good."
Alright, the demon's up.
Yep.
All right. So the devil is not happy with you in particular, because I mean you just came up and like face to face, just slit the back of its throat, and so it, and he actually has what's called multi-attack, so he can attack twice in the turn.
Uh-oh.
So he can attack once with his glaive and second with his beard.
Wait.
With the
Okay.
beard.
He can attack with the beard.
I need that.
I say, "He's putting your
So-
name to shame."
I'm just gonna roll both of these at the same time. So what's your armor class?
I don't have any because I'm a monk.
Well, so but
Oh,
you'd have an
14.
armor class, which is a 14.
Okay.
So he needs to
that's
get.
Like, that's like how hard you are to hit because it's like.
He has to get higher.
So both of them.
See, it's like hard to.
So both of them hit,
Yeah.
because he gets a dirty 20 and a 17.
So I also
16.
can spend a key. I can spend both my key points to attack. I have patient defense, dodge action.
Oh, and you can take the dodge action.
Yeah. So spend one key to take dodge action. So can I spend both my key points in dodge,
It's a good question. I
or
think
are those
for
two separate points?
For
Two separate-
sake of time, I'll say yes for now, but we will revisit it. So if you want to, and you could take the dodge action.
What do I roll for that?
Nothing. I think you actually just
You don't wash your hands. You
just hop out of it, basically. Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage. Okay, it has disadvantage if you can see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. You lose this benefit if you're incapacitated. Okay, so he has disadvantage all of a sudden.
Wait, what is that? What?
So he now basically rolls again and has to take the lower of the second roll. Okay, so he gets a natural 1, and so he gets a natural 1 and a 13 on the other. So he misses. So he then misses both.
And he has a critical
And
fail.
he has a critical fail.
All right, so I jump out of there.
Does his
I
Into
get out
the
of there.
river.
his snakes bite him
Where do I go?
in
So,
the face?
Another thing to keep in mind is when you are within 5 feet of a creature, you are within melee range. If you move out of that range, then you provoke you provoke an attack of opportunity, right? Because basically the idea is that you.
Like if I was attacking you and you try to run away, like I have an advantage to hit you.
Yeah, because the idea is that you have dropped your defenses so that you can turn tail and run.
Same if like
However-
I tried to run past him, he would have a chance to hit me.
Although, actually, so you would only spend 1 key point. Because the dodge action until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So you would only use 1 key point for that. And since you've already taken the dodge action, then he would still have disadvantage on the attack of opportunity if you still want to run. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, but what you guys are saying that it's not smart to run. 'Cause-
You can.
It's
And
not smart
and
to.
you can on your turn you can take the disengage action, which doesn't provoke an opportunity attack. Right? But that's your entire turn to turn tail and run, but you're doing so in a meticulous manner so that you can, dodge out of it if they try to whatever. But like I said, since you're taking the dodge action, yada yada yada.
So can I just like jump underneath the? Is the river like bad? Like it's fast?
I mean,
Or
there's,
can I
there's
stand
a
in
dude in it.
So you're in the stream. If you were in the actual river part, that would be a different story. But since you're in the stream, it's not too bad.
Okay, so I can stand in it.
I'd have you
'Cause
probably
I could-
still make a dexterity saving throw, but it wouldn't be too difficult.
Okay, because I'm thinking to get into the water so that I'm underneath the bridge, but I'm still within 5 feet, so I'm not
Punch him in the feet.
doing it.
Okay.
Yes!
Yeah.
Break his ankles.
Yeah. Punch him right.
Take off
in
his
the front.
toes.
So what do I do a d20?
Well, so it's his turn right now. It's still his turn, so you can't actually do anything. I forgot about that.
Okay.
It's his
Sounds
turn.
But I dodged it.
So you dodged. So both of those are fine. He gets a natural 1. So I will give you an opportunity attack, because he got the natural 1. So you can attack him for free, basically.
Do it. Punch him. Punch him.
Punch him in the snakes.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it's like smarter to.
You won't.
Can I try to
definitely
use my
punch him.
sword to cut off his
I
tentacles?
think that would be a punch.
You could attempt it.
Isn't your extra thing always a punch?
Yeah, don't
Or
you do
bonus
a lot-
action.
I think you do more
But
damage.
is this a bonus action?
No, so this isn't a bonus action. This is a reaction.
But removing the tentacles robs him of a bonus action.
If
No,
you-
it's still
if you
his
do it.
action, but
Can she punch the
If-
weapon out of his hand?
if you're able to remove all of his tentacles, he wouldn't be able to attack with them.
Yeah.
Wait, tentacle. Oh, I was thinking these were
You
snakes.
do more damage as you punch it, don't you?
No.
Just attack it so we can.
Do
I know,
it.
that's what I'm trying to decide.
Do it.
Do. Bite.
You won't.
Punch him in.
Where's my d20? This is it.
Headbutt him. Headbutt him right in the right in the weapon.
Right in the beard tentacles.
Yeah.
Right in the
Get your
tentacles.
face all up in the tentacles.
I'm gonna use one of my darts and try to.
That looks cool.
Trying to think like throw it at him.
So
I can only do that from far.
yeah, you would have disadvantage because you're
I'm so close.
within melee range.
All right, then I'll use my short sword and try to stab him.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Stab him.
Sorry, the D&D really is a lot of mechanics. Once you learn it, it's all fine. You can do a lot, but when you're learning, it can sometimes be a hassle.
Okay, 7 plus strength or dexterity.
Short sword, so it'll be dexterity.
And I just do this one.
Yeah, dexterity plus your proficiency bonus, so 10.
10. Wait, no. Wait, what?
7
Proficiency. Oh, okay.
plus 2
10.
plus 1, 10.
Got it.
Okay, so that does not hit.
Yep.
Okay. After the devil.
It's my turn.
Alright.
I'm gonna run up right next to him.
I think we're gonna kill this guy without taking any damage.
I mean,
Although I guess I did damage to you.
Sorry, what about me in the river?
Except for friendly fire.
Guys.
Alright, I'm gonna attack first with my Morning Star. And you add your proficiency bonus to this? Sorry, I keep
Yes.
forgetting,
So if you are proficient with a weapon, you are proficient with every weapon,
Yeah.
right? So basically, if you have had training with a weapon, then you are considered proficient with it because you just know it really well.
So then you add your proficiency.
So you add your proficiency bonus to
Do
it.
you add anything else to see if you hit?
Your strength or your dexterity, depending on what the weapon is.
Okay, so this would be my strength. So I got 18 for the first hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Where's the... I hit for 8 damage.
And then you just do the strength to add to the damage.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's already the Morning Star's already a D8 plus 3. So then I.
Oh
also
yeah,
add-
so that +3 is your strength.
Okay, that's right. So yeah, I hit for 8 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Morning Star, and then I'm swinging with the Warhammer.
Jeremy, those are for you on your left, the chocolate.
Oh, thank you.
Sea salt
And
caramel.
I rolled a 14.
Ooh. 14 will also hit.
Yes.
Well done.
And I did 4 damage there.
You did 4 damage.
So 12 damage total.
Okay.
We're taking this guy down.
Should I just action surge
Does
right
he
now and
look
hit him again?
like blooded
You
yet?
can.
Yeah.
You could hit him. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna
Beard
action,
got
yeah.
bloodied.
action surge. Alright.
Second action. Here we go.
And then
So does he look wounded?
Yes.
he's bloody.
He was bloodied and then he took 12 damage.
And I'm swinging with my Morning Star again. And I got 12.
That does not hit.
Okay. Action surge, can I swing with my other one too?
No.
Oh, no?
That's my bad. Your bonus action does not give you another action.
But action surge?
Action surge gives you another action. Your bonus action is separate from your action.
So I'm action surging, so I get another action, right?
So you get another action, so you can only attack one more time.
Oh,
Because
really?
you use your bonus action
Oh, for
to
the
attack
second.
with your offhand.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what my thing.
Like I said, as we're learning, it's really annoying, but it will start to pick up as we get better.
Alright.
So cool. Who's up?
Okay, it's I'm gonna. What did you call it? Run out of there? Defense something?
Oh, you can take a disengage
Hey, you
action.
can probably kill him.
No, attack!
Yeah.
What?
He's so weak!
You haven't gotten hit once. Like, there's no way you're gonna die.
Do it!
Alright, I'll use my short sword again and try to
Sleep
stab
over
him.
Yeah!
Sleep it.
Got a 7. So that's
Plus
strength
3.
or dexterity?
Short sword, it's dexterity.
Got 10.
10 doesn't hit. You can.
I can spend
Punch
my
him!
key.
Punch him!
I
Punch
can
him!
spend my
punch him.
key, one of my key points for a flurry of blows.
And so you can attack him. You can punch him twice.
Oh, that doesn't. I can't. It's just punches.
Mhm.
All right, I'll punch him.
Take him down. Take him down.
12
Take him
plus my proficiency or saving throws or.
No, so saving throws. I'll tell you when it's a saving throw.
All right.
It's gonna be plus your strength plus your proficiency. And you said it was a
15.
12, so yeah, that is. And then just roll the other punch real quick.
But
Kill
D20?
him.
Yeah.
Kill him. Kill him.
Don't kill him, take me alive.
16.
16. Okay, so they both hit. So you can roll your D.
Punches a
Did you roll
D4.
2d4 or just 1?
So you're gonna roll 2d4 actually.
2. 1.
Plus.
And then add your strength to both of those.
Okay, 3 and 2.
So 3 and 2, so 5 in total. 5 total damage.
Did we
Nice
kill
job.
him?
Not yet, but he's not looking good. He's
Gotta
swaying.
get wrecked.
He's swaying just a little bit.
I want to kill this
on
fool.
his feet.
I want to kill Beard
Spartacus
too.
now.
My real enemy. The way he mistreated that rat. I'm so mad about it.
Man, so I can either continue to use witch bolts, or I can put him to sleep.
Continue to use witch bolt.
But if we put him to sleep, are we gaining? I feel like he's just like a random dude that
Yeah,
showed
just
up.
kill him. Just kill him.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill him. I want to talk to him.
You want
What?
to talk to him?
You think he's gonna sit down and talk to you?
Well, if we put him to sleep,
Do we even
You-
speak his language?
I don't know.
Do
What
you
language
think-
do they speak?
Does he speak Gnomish? Is that what demons speak?
Well, we don't
What's
know.
the demon language called?
Roll a history check.
Should we all roll history? Here, can I roll a history check?
My history's crap. I'll roll.
Okay, I roll a 14 plus 6, 20. Dirty 20.
Not a dirty 20.
It is a dirty 20.
I thought dirty 20 was if you rolled a 20 naturally.
No,
That's a
clean-
natural
that's
20.
a clean call.
No, a dirty 20 is when you equal 20 that you don't roll.
I
If that
see.
makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. So he misremembers. Do I remember correctly?
I haven't even rolled yet.
Oh, he doesn't even.
I'll roll.
Yeah, let's see what he rolls. 17. Whoa!
And 18.
Do we both?
So you both know, right?
We give each other a look.
Spartacus, you've studied, right, and you've come across a few documents that are written in the infernal language,
That's right.
which is
I found these during my 3 days.
I know an extra language
Okay,
which we never assigned to me. Should I make it infernal?
no, we're not going to make it infernal.
What?
You don't have a reason to know infernal.
I have no reason to know infernal. That's true.
Okay, I think about putting him to sleep, and then instead, I say something he doesn't understand. I say, and what do I say? I need to think about this.
If you're attacking.
That is, yeah.
Take him
that
down.
was
Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill
it.
him.
I say, if you won't join us, you will die.
Then you are my
Good on 10.
That's like the boxing
10?
bell.
Is he dead?
Shoot lightning in his face.
How do you want to do this, Michael?
Okay. No, that's pretty much how it happens. He looks up wounded, and then I say, well, if you won't join us, you will die. And I shoot out lightning out of my hands. And it strikes him, and he goes, ah! And he evaporates.
He doesn't evaporate,
Into a pile of gold.
but he is standing erect and just tips like a tree over the side of the bridge into the water and goes flowing down the stream just past
Catches
Beard.
beard with an attraction.
I want to know what happens to Beard on the river.
damage.
Beard's
But he is dead.
Oh.
I use him as a life raft because I can't swim.
Can we do his turn? I want to see what happens to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's next. But I mean, the attack is over. So
Yeah, so we're now out of initiative order. So
Okay.
roll a strength saving throw.
Strength D20.
Mm-hmm.
3.
The saving throw too.
That's a +7.
10.
He dies.
You have a +7.
Uh-huh.
Fetch him. I forgot how you were.
Erg.
That's orcish for strong.
Where's
Yeah.
saving throw?
Up at the top. These guys.
Oh, I see.
So you are pulled, in your brain, you are sitting here attacking this creature and loving it. You're like, this is great. And then suddenly you get this thing wrapped around your thing and you're like, what the? And suddenly yanked off of the bridge into the water. And you are so incapacitated, you suddenly don't know which way it's up. You're feeling up and you're feeling rocks and you're like, that's not right. Right? And you're starting to kind of get swept away a little bit in the water. Because you are just so caught off guard as to what happened. And you end up floating down the river a little
It's
bit.
a real climax.
Roll a dexterity saving
We
throw.
survived fine, but is he gonna
So what happened?
Just an
He
8.
got onto the.
Just an 8.
Just an 8. I have nothing in the saving throw.
So you are able to get yourself back up, and you see the bridge there. Just as your head pops out of the water, you're gasping for air, and you reach up trying to grab the bridge, but you're going just too much.
And I kick
Even
him
still.
off.
Well, he wasn't able to get a hold of anything.
Hold on, can I
So he-
guess? I should probably wouldn't. Try and save his life.
So I'll see you 2 sessions from now. That's what he's saying.
Her sailor friends are gonna rescue you when you go all the way to the ocean.
Yeah.
No, and you keep
Right,
right, and
okay, does Varric just watch me sail away? He doesn't try and grab me or anything?
No, I push you down. I throw rocks at you.
What?
Man,
Can I save him? I would like to try and save him.
you could try and save him.
Can I
No, he just
thorn
said-
whip him again?
Yeah, you could thorn
I
whip
would
him.
like to use Mage Hand to throw as much
I'm gonna
broken
thorn.
timber in the river as I can.
I'm gonna thorn whip
Go
him.
ahead and 10
Okay.
times with that.
Roll.
Yeah, so several
An
different
attack,
floating
just-
pieces, so you can get them all together and float on.
20,
Yes, roll a d20 and then add that 5 to it.
14.
roll a dexterity saving throw again.
11.
I'll say that with those two, you're able to grab him, and so you
But I deal damage to him as well, right?
if you want to, I'll let you.
Drag with the river of bleeding.
It isn't a thorn. It's a thorn whip. I feel like it has to-
I would assume that
Yeah,
you
it's
could
hurt.
put the thorns on it or not.
All right, I didn't put any thorns on it.
Okay, so
That's a real
so you
homie.
you're looking
I
up
thought about it.
right. So he's
First thing, oh, let's stone him. Oh, wait, no, I should say that.
oh wait maybe I should.
Well, when Beard is dragged in, like bleeding and water soaked, I cast medium illusion so he doesn't look that bad. I say, look, you're not even hurt. You're fine. He didn't hurt you at all.
And that way, when the
It's in your
townspeople
mind.
come storming in here, they see us not even touched, and this
Yeah.
demon dead floating down the water, and they're like, "These guys are good."
All right, so we saved him. How does damage work? So he was damaged. Does that just reset at the end of the battle? Is he still damaged?
No, so that stays until he is healed in some way.
Okay, I can heal him.
I mean, are you sure you want him to touch you again? Like, didn't work out well.
Wow, this is like beautiful music.
Yeah,
for
This is not.
you just saved him.
I saved you, now maybe I might
Second
heal
after
you too.
knocked him in the ring.
It's like an.
Are we done, or is there maybe gonna
Eldritch
be
is
another
singing
battle?
down upon us.
We don't know. We don't know.
I say we're done because it's getting late.
Yeah, it is late, and I'm thinking that's where we'll call it.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal you then
I cast
with my
French-
Or-
cure
or you-
wounds.
Wait, or you could keep it and just have we'll have a night's rest. I can heal up.
Yeah, let's go to sleep.
No,
On
heal
the
him.
corpse of the
Well,
demon.
no, it's like noon.
What? I thought the celebration was like nighttime.
No, this is a
Morning.
whole day ordeal.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll heal him.
Okay, so go ahead and mark the, and then it's gonna be, I think a D8.
Ragnar, what are you doing?
What's the cure wounds?
Should I look?
Sitting.
Sitting?
So if you come-
sharpening.
Wondering where his axe went.
Oh yeah, you gotta roll.
Oh yeah, I gotta find my axe. Can I
Cure
roll for
wounds.
that?
Yes, roll an investigation.
D8 plus my spellcasting ability.
And for you it's
I got
wisdom, I
4.
believe.
I got -1.
Correct.
That axe is long.
That's my 8.
So it's
I get
a
it
plus 3.
7.
So you get.
Which
So
is, I think, exactly how much I hurt you.
that's exactly how much you hurt him. Yeah.
All right.
talk about
Okay.
it.
I appreciate you.
This guy's
I'm
gonna
very
fix his
confused.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your investigation?
I have more trust in you guys. now.
4.
I saw how you all fought against
You
the
have
devil.
no idea where that thing went.
Lost
Somehow I
snacks
trust you
today.
less.
That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting on
Since I
this
attacked one of
cart.
your party members.
I'm sitting on this cart crying that I lost my axe.
Okay. I cast precious digitation to wipe away those tears. I say, don't cry, shop girl. Shop.
And I'll make it
doesn't
smell
take away
weird.
my agony.
There's an odd odor to your tears.
Yeah, his tears have an odds.
So how do we end it?
Just like that.
Alright, I use
What is
mage.
experience? How does
High five,
experience
everyone.
play into this?
It's an excellent question.
I
So
want to level up.
I don't think that there will be quite enough to level up. So the way you get experience is by doing things that may give you experience in the world, right? Defeating monsters, right? Every monster has an experience that it's worth,
Okay.
right? So this guy was worth 700 experience that you would split amongst the 5 of you.
So it's
Um,
not the person that kills it.
Well, it depends on
Otherwise,
how the
I would
DM
have
goes.
all the experience. Okay. No, just this one. I'm not sharing any of it.
So yeah, so you guys all would split the 700, but then I'm also going to give everyone 100 experience for just the session in total,
Huzzah.
right? Listening to me ramble on as an old man took a lot of willpower on your part, so I apologize.
I gained experience from it.
You gain experience from
What an
it, right?
experience it was.
What an
So,
experience.
each of us would get
It's
140.
100 experience, I would say.
140 plus another 100, so 240 each.
Each of us would get 240.
Nice mint.
Is that what it would equal
Yeah,
up
it's
to?
what it is, yeah.
Okay.
So,
So,
I
yeah.
do I level up?
I think you level up at 300 experience.
Oh.
Is everyone else
Level
level
up?
2?
You level up?
Yeah,
I
a total
have
of-
440 experience. Plus level 2.
I have 540.
I have 427.
Yeah, you level up.
27.
What do you need to
300 is
level up?
Level 2.
To 3.
Yeah.
3, I think it's 900 experience.
Darn.
Can I gain experience through my study of when I went to the
Oh
library.
yeah, just gained 300
the same,
experience
yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yes, 900 is level 3.
Alright.
All
Um,
the townsfolk are like gone. They don't see we.
Logan, do you want to help him
Level up?
level up to,
Like,
to
for all they
second
know,
level?
it's just
Yeah.
problem fix itself.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what happened to Melser?
We probably should have kept the body.
Mouser?
like,
Mouser.
Mouser.
I was trying to say it differently based on your spelling in my head, so I wasn't saying Mouser.
Malcer.
Mouser.
So we keep him around. He's a good man.
Question: do your hit die go up by 1 when you level up?
Yes, you. So at second level, you have 2 hit die.
Oh.
You do not roll 2 hit die. You do not roll 2 of them when you level up, but
You just have a chance to
You-
use them twice.
yes,
Yeah.
when you take a short rest.
Yeah, so your hit die goes up to 2. And then you
Dorito
have
popcorn. What do
action
people
surge.
think?
I liked it.
It's
Wait,
I would
surprisingly
buy
good.
Yeah. Tastes like Doritos.
Weapons.
I think it.
I wish I wrote them here.
The
just
first
for-
tastes
Logan.
like Dorito,
Oh, thanks.
and then the aftertaste,
But yeah,
It's popcorn.
So
It's like
action
it's like
surge-
the
cheesy popcorn.
yeah, you know the big tubs of popcorn you get, the cheddar one.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, and I'm like,
Once per one.
okay.
Second thing, ketchup
Oh, one
chips.
for
What do people think?
Once
Oh,
per,
big fan.
Big fan?
I liked it a lot.
Alright, Daniel just got them
So yeah,
in
you can
Canada.
take +1
He just
action
got back this
per
week
short
and brought
one.
ketchup chips.
Okay.
Were you on that trip too?
I was on that trip.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. Looks pretty fun.
Honestly.
You're his friend on Instagram? I'm not even his friend on Instagram.
I would assume you are.
No.
How is that possible?
I don't know. I don't have Instagram.
I don't know.
hit dice, so
That
you
would- that would
roll
explain
a
it.
d10.
Yeah,
In Instagram, are you friends with people? Do you follow them? Or
You follow them and then